No, there's more to it than
Okay.
that, but that was a pretty big.
Yeah.
That was
huge.
awesome.
It's absolutely huge. We're in agreement.
They
It's
just
weird
have it
that you're
open. You can
defensive.
just go into it or what?
Yeah.
They just let you walk in there, man.
Right
It's
in.
crazy.
Gym. What are you going to do?
Wow.
If it's a
Jim
school
from
in
that
Vegas,
one
the
movie
doors
that
are all
one
locked.
time. Gosh.
From fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pod Therapy. Real people, real problems, and real therapists. You can submit your questions anonymously at podtherapy.net or email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com. And now broadcasting from the Nick and Jim's Swinger Club, nickandjimsswingerclub.com studio.
Nice.
That's
Go
Jim,
look
that's
it
Whitney,
up,
I'm
someone,
Nick.
please.
It's time for some Pod
Furiously
Therapy.
opening up the internet right now to find out if that is
Yeah,
already
you're going to
an
have to
active
because I do
URL.
not want this on my search.
On my search.
Did Tess buy that? I feel like Tess would do
no,
that.
I believe this was Mr. Swanrose.
Oh, well
I believe.
done. Well done.
Nick and Jim Swinger Club.
Nick and Jim's.
Z.
2 S's.
Oh, yeah, that goes somewhere.
Okay.
There's a Pod Therapy brain on there.
Does it go to Pod Therapy?
It goes to Pod Therapy.
Oh, thank God. Okay. All right. That's fine for now.
That's amazing. You need help.
One bullet
Why
dodge.
did you look this up?
I know.
Listen to this therapy podcast.
Well, welcome everybody as we get deeper into November. If you'd like to hear about Nick's fun wedding with producer Ben Don, congratulations, Ben. You can go to patreon.com/therapy. You can hear all about the lovely tale. And I thought that was riveting and exciting.
Adorable.
You made Indianapolis sound interesting. So
It
Like
is.
Jim would think
It
about
is.
it, but never ghost.
honestly,
Right,
no.
exactly.
I mean, there's just no way I would ever go there.
I resent Jim this week. I have a
Ooh,
bone
this
to pick
week
with
only?
Jim this
All
week,
right.
and
I'm
it is
glad we're getting
because
this out.
Jim is so
handsome.
woe is me about
okay,
things
not what I
that
thought.
people listen to it.
Yeah.
And on Discord this week, I was tagged in something,
I think I saw
and it was that they felt bad that I was so sarcastically encouraging
Good.
you.
The people finally fucking turned on
a
you.
person.
Hold on.
Oh,
A person.
Let him finish.
not helpful.
A person said
really
something
need
about
a
it.
mutiny, guys. You need a mob to take on Jacob.
I was not at all sarcastic and continue to not be sarcastic about your 40 by 40.
To be honest,
that
you
what they're
looked
saying?
very genuine. I mean, I was like, okay,
They can't see
Jacob's
us on the
like
road.
genuine here.
hope against hope
here we
that
go.
you will complete your list.
Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah.
I'm aware that you won't.
Uh-huh.
But I really
I do
I'm
believe
a
you.
big New Orleans Saints fan. I would be so happy
Yes.
if they won the Super Bowl
Right.
this year.
You love underdogs.
They're not going to do it.
Right. I agree with you. There was not
I
a
would
moment
be
that I thought you were
thrilled.
being sarcastic.
I would be thrilled.
Yes.
And I want the audience to know this. I would be thrilled.
Oh, you're putting your hand on a Bible. That's
Jim's-
weird that you
I
have
just- I
one.
carry this
Okay,
around with
okay,
me
well,
just in
yeah.
case of this.
Just in case. This is
I
nice.
would be thrilled if Jim completed his list.
Wow.
I also am positive that
Yeah.
he won't do any more than he already
All right.
has.
So I
Here's the
almost
thing.
did one.
He's got 20 days left.
Yeah.
And I'm confident.
Now is a bad time to start.
Did you eat Indian food yet?
So I'll have you both know, all three of you actually.
okay.
Even though I feel like
He's going to tell us how he
kind of
almost
really
did
rooting
one
for me,
and
but
still
whatever.
hasn't done one. That's what he's about. That's the story that Jim is about to tell us.
Yeah.
Is he almost did one, but still hasn't.
That's how change happens, Jacob. Okay, you start with
almost how change
you
happens.
Think about it. So I almost went on
It's
the
how
Colorado
change
River.
nearly happens.
On my list is go kayaking on the Colorado, and I looked up doing it this weekend. But it turns out you got to get there at 6 a.m.
Yes.
It's like, what the fuck? The river's
Yes.
going to be there at noon. Why the fuck are we doing this at 6 a.m.?
Because that's how long it takes
Get in
you.
the car.
No, you
That's
gotta
how
go
long
get
it takes you to get down that river.
That's
From doing it
dumb.
twice, I had to wake up at 4 a.m. both times.
Dude, that's stupid. Because like it's a long drive. You have to, it's like
It
an
is,
hour
Boulder's-
to get out
yeah.
to like that one drop point.
They
or whatever.
leave at like 7 a.m. from
That's
up
too
there or
much.
something
So I don't know
like
how I
that.
feel about that. I also would acknowledge
it.
that the Colorado is Lake Mead, right? Because that's the same water.
Oh my God.
And I
Here
would
we
argue
go.
that water also comes out of our spigots.
You gonna go
And
kayak in Lake
therefore,
Mead?
I've basically swam in the Colorado by swimming in any pool, and that I think almost takes that.
Wait,
So,
was it swim or kayak?
Sure.
in
I mean, by that
Colorado?
rationale,
It's
you're
kayaking.
also an astronaut.
thank you. I think first off, I'm really glad you're finally
I mean-
coming over to this. I've been saying
We're all made
Nice
of
try,
stardust.
Nick.
business
Nice
cards have
try,
said it
Nick.
for years, and
Nice try.
finally you're
This is the
acknowledging
dumbest
it.
shit ever.
So I almost did that. And then there was another
close.
thing. Yeah. So I'm thinking about
You didn't
that.
even almost do it.
I looked it
Almost
up.
Doing it.
I looked it up.
Almost doing it is driving to the river.
That's a long drive. I
And
don't
then,
know about
like,
that.
getting an emergency call that calls you away from doing it.
Let's just say that that's what happened. Let's say that I was called an emergency-ness to not go in the river. There's another one on there too.
Still nobody else's
okay.
list. Still
So,
just Jen's
as I'm
list.
getting closer to my birthday, I have not made any plans yet. And so I'm like just staring at this like, what
Are
the
we
fuck
going to
am I
bingo
gonna
for
do?
your birthday plans?
I have no idea what I'm going to do. So I looked up flights to other countries.
Okay.
During that
Which
week.
countries
Whitney
are
is
you
already
thinking?
shaking her head
Okay.
for the record.
So I looked up several. One was Hawaii. And
I
then
knew
I
this.
also
Not a different country. Same
well, I
country.
may as well be.
Christ.
Jesus
Same
Christ,
country.
it's really far away. It's practically Japan.
It's something that several of them are not happy
I mean,
about,
yeah.
for that matter.
No.
It is as much another country as Indianapolis is.
Can I scare you away from Hawaii for a minute?
Yeah, volcano.
No. My
Yes,
friend,
but that's not what you're
well,
talking
yeah,
about.
that too. If you're scared of volcanoes.
I am, but
No, a friend of mine is a
100%
pilot, and he just told me the other day that the flight from like LA to Hawaii is the longest stretch in the air without somewhere to stop
That's
over
what.
the ocean.
That's 100%
Yeah.
what talked me out of it. So like I looked into it. I looked into like how many hours it was going to be, and I
like
was
5
like,
hours or
whoa!
something
And then I
crazy.
pulled up like Google Earth, and I was like, dude, fuck this! Like
You're
you
just
are
over the
just-
ocean.
This is stupid. So then I didn't do that. So then I looked at London, which that looked interesting.
Is that also in Texas?
It's way further than
So,
Hawaii. But
well, okay. So, like, I legit looked at London, and it was a very good ticket.
Almost,
It was
Jacob,
$600 round
He
trip.
almost went to London.
whoa, that's
Thank
cheap.
you. That is
okay.
very cheap.
What
$600
airline?
round trip.
Spirit?
Oh, I don't know.
Spirit.
Probably.
Definitely Spirit.
So it's $600 round trip, and it's going during the time, like the week of my birthday, which apparently is pretty cheap, I guess, because it's like
It's like right before
after-
Christmas
yeah,
and after Thanksgiving. No
exactly.
one's going
Nobody's
anywhere. That's a good point.
So I was like, all right, maybe I'll do something like this. So I talked to my buddy Eddie, and Eddie's
This is
like
the
a world
time of year
traveler.
that I really remember that my birthday is closer to Christmas than Jim's
Oh
birthday.
yeah, yours is like halfway
So
through.
crazy.
And,
So you could probably travel
It's
for
just
cheap.
so much better.
Yeah. So Eddie's like, dude, if you want to go to London, let's fucking go. And so I'm like, all right. And so like I'm thinking about it pretty hard. And then I get on YouTube and I watch this video that's like, welcome to London. Let's take a tour of London. And I was like, oh, this will be good because then at the end of that, I'll know if I want to go to London. But at the end of it, I was like, I feel like I just went to London.
I knew you were gonna say that. He's gonna be like, this is like going to London.
Yeah. Like
What
the
made
lady
you feel
like
that
told
way?
me stories about being in London. She showed camera footage and I was like, all right, so I feel like, what am I going to fly there for? Like, it's
Feelings
kinda
aren't
dumb.
facts, Jim.
No, I saw London. Apparently, there's a lot of
Jim
white
watched
people.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah, essentially.
And now feels like he doesn't need
There's
to go
an
to
old
London.
tall clock, and there's like a lot of trains. I think there were underground. I don't know, but yeah. So I was kind of like underwhelmed with that. And then I looked at Berlin because I was like, I'd like to go to Germany
Okay.
because I want to go to a beer hall or beer garden. I want to do that.
Okay.
And but that one's really far. Turns out Germany's really far.
I was just
away.
gonna say you're getting further.
Yeah, no,
like
no.
Hawaii was.
So again, I did the whole mapping it out thing, and I was like, dude, fuck this. That is such a long flight, and I don't really want to go to other places. So like, I was like, all right. So
Hawaii is a great answer.
I feel like it is.
is
The other one I
really
looked at is
nice.
Cabo San Lucas,
Yeah, go there.
which is in the same time zone,
My best
and it's
friend's
like
there
only
right
a
now.
4-hour flight. Mm-hmm. So I got
Closest thing to La Jolla that Mexico
That's what I'm thinking.
has.
Yeah, exactly. Like I looked it up,
Yeah.
and it's like 85 degrees. Like, okay, yeah, this is probably what I want to do. But dude, Mexico is like dangerous, man. Like,
So is the U.S.
yeah,
yeah, dude.
it's way safer in Mexico
Yeah.
right now than the
Chances
US, I
are you
think.
won't be able to get back.
that's what I'm thinking. No, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Because the
I'm
U.S.
really
won't let
scared.
you in.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, dude.
Do you have a passport, Jim?
I do.
Wow.
In your
Yeah.
name?
Why?
Yeah. I got it during COVID.
So surprised.
Because I was scared.
Oh, okay,
But yeah, so
okay.
I still haven't decided what I'm going to do. But I think I've proven
Wait, have you
my
never
point.
left the country?
I've left actually twice. I think. Yeah, twice.
Where did you go?
So when I was 16, we drove to Tijuana from San Diego.
Okay, I thought
as
one might be a
family.
You
border
have to have a
crossing.
passport.
No, that was back
Yep.
when you just hop over. That
Yep.
was cool. So I did that for a couple hours. And then when I was in high school, I took a school field trip, kind of. It was like sponsored by the school trip to Italy. So I spent 2 weeks, I think,
Okay.
going to Italy and Greece and the Mediterranean Isles. So I've seen the world. I'm underwhelmed. I'm underwhelmed. And I'll tell you the number one thing that the rest of the world
and Greece.
No.
Over the course of 2
I've
weeks.
seen ancient
As
Europe.
a teenager.
As a teenager.
Where you really
that.
appreciate everything.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what fucking ruined it for me. The toilet situation's a problem, guys. The rest of the world, I don't know how you guys are shitting, but it is not the American way. All right, we live better here. They do not have good toilets out there. They don't have good bathrooms.
It's actually
they have to pay
valid.
to use them. It's a solid point.
Yeah.
Get your shitters under control. Like, that's a very basic thing. Everybody's going to need to take a dump whenever you're in Europe. Get that nice.
Whitney, did you have shitter problems when you went to Europe recently?
Almost nowhere. When I was was this Italy or when we were in Portugal? So they didn't have toilet seats. Like,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
disgusting.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
So as
and
a
as
woman,
a girl, that's
Just
shit.
kind of hover.
Oh, that's gross.
It's not very fun.
That's
yeah.
gross. I feel like Whitney wouldn't hover. I feel like Whitney's more of a percher. I feel like she would gargoyle it.
I'll let y'all just
You know
use your
exactly
imagination.
the-
Yeah, I'm having trouble
I
picturing
feel like
that.
Whitney just
Oh, I see.
gargoyles. Yeah. So Whitney
Okay.
gargoyles like a lady.
To be fair, when we were in Southeast
Like a lady.
Whoa.
in Southeast Asia, though, we definitely use the squatty pot, like squatty in the ground potties.
Yeah, the hole in the ground.
This is the dumbest.
I was like, what? I was like, there's
fucking
just a hole in 2 little shoe print areas where they're like, all right,
is
just plant your little
so
feet there and
Yep.
go for it. I was like, wow.
I've never had to use those. I've never been
That's the
anywhere
only
that's-
time. It was like
Yeah.
a few places
Is
in
Hawaii
I tried
like
every
Thailand.
that
toilet
too?
like those.
I feel like
Yeah, that's
That's fair.
Hawaii. Yeah,
That's fair.
Hawaii. That's all they got.
I feel like
Hawaii.
you get to poop in a volcano in Hawaii, which it actually, that's kind of cool.
Yes, that is how it's exactly.
Goes right into the volcano.
Yeah, so you don't even need to go because now you have a
That's where
perfect
obsidian
understand of how
comes from.
Hawaii works.
Yep. So I've thought about a lot of things, thank you. But I've not quite pulled the trigger.
Do you
on
think
any
you'll
of them.
get one more before your birthday? Like one?
Yeah, I was actually looking at the
completed?
list the other day, and like I do. I feel like I'll get maybe one or
I don't.
or all of them.
You could get like
mean-
3 by just going to eat anywhere, like 3 meals.
I mean, honestly, what
If I just went to an Indian food place,
If
like,
this-
You could do one on
like
your
a
way home
buffet. Like I don't know, might have all those options.
Yeah.
if this were like a Vegas bet that we could do, what do you think?
We could get Mitzi to do odds on this.
of Jim actually leaving the country before or even the
Ever.
month of his birthday.
Oh,
What are we talking? Like 1,000 to 1 odds?
No. It would be a number that would be so silly that no sports book would post.
I
it.
could do a painting
Yeah.
class.
It would be too much liability. You could.
Yeah, you
could
and your
do a painting
daughter
class.
Trust and
haven't-
will.
You won't,
I need
but you
to
could.
get Done. That's so high on there.
I
Experience
stole
a
that
new
one from you
place.
for my 40.
Which one?
Portland, Seattle,
The
Reno.
Create a Will. I was like, I just need to
Oh.
do that. Need to light some fire. And
I want to go do snow skiing, but there's no snow on Mount Charleston. So I feel like I should be excused from that one. I think that's an
Nobody
act
else
of
made the
God.
list.
Global warming's not my fault.
Nobody else made the list.
See a rocket launch. And there's no way that shit's going to happen. Snorkeling, it's too cold right now. I don't want to get in the water.
Could do that the
In
same day you do the
Mexico.
kayaking.
Go to
Visit Carson
Mexico.
City. That's such a fucking drive. I don't know about that. Play a round of golf. I did that today. I did that
No, you didn't.
today. I did that
Guaranteed you
today.
played a
and I
round of
fucking
golf? No, you
won.
didn't. No, you
I
didn't.
won
round of
He's
golf.
just lying
2
now.
rounds, and
Where?
I won both of them.
Where?
The Pop Stroke place at Town Square.
Yeah, shut up.
I won both of those.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah, I guess.
I'd
we
rather
should.
hear about horrible things that are happening to our listeners than listen to any more
That's
of Jim
fair.
talk
It's
about
more
this.
enjoyable.
Patreon.com/therapy. You could root for your old boy, Jim,
Oh,
in
boy.
the Discord. We got a bunch of questions today. Let's start
Over-under
off the
is
order.
1/2 of one more thing before the birthday happens.
It can happen. I believe in Jim.
He's like, I drove by the restaurant.
Yeah,
I just
almost-
played 2
almost
rounds
ate
of
there.
golf. That's got to count for something.
It doesn't.
You know
I
what?
think
I'm
2
gonna.
miniature rounds counts as a whole.
I actually, as far as like a gift for your birthday,
Okay.
I went online and looked at something.
Porn?
No,
Oh, okay.
He almost got you a gift.
I almost got you.
yeah. That's where it starts, though. That's how change begins.
It's the intention.
I did look at porn. That's what I
That's
did for your
Jim's.
birthday.
That's Jim's gift.
There were many happy returns.
This one's for Jim.
That's what I yell every time.
That's the only way I can finish.
I can finish other ways, but who wants to?
I don't want to.
This is America.
I just think of people who this is their first episode. And they're just like,
Welcome.
what the fuck?
Welcome.
They
On
have
to therapy
Yeah,
question.
no, they've turned it off.
What is this? All right, so we're a question and answer show, and we've got some questions. The first one is, always feel that I've done something wrong. Hey, PodThera presenters, and happy Halloween-ish time.
Happy Halloween.
I don't know if there's a proper term for this, but I've realized recently that I, 30-year-old male, always feel like I'm about to get in trouble for having done something wrong. The best way I can describe it is that it feels like when a police car is driving directly behind you, and even though you haven't done anything wrong, there's still that anxiety that at any moment those lights will flash and they go into gotcha mode. It feels like that almost all the time for me. I'm sure it probably has something to do with how I was raised. While my parents were never abusive or anything, when I was around 10 or 11, they noticed I'd become addicted to World of Warcraft and forbid me from playing it. I very quickly discovered ways to pay for the monthly subscription without a credit card by buying game time cards with the cash I'd saved up and continued playing it in secret. For years after, the vast majority of my free time was spent playing the game with the sound off and a direct line of sight down the hall, constantly on the lookout if anyone was coming towards me so I could quickly hide the evidence. Looking back now, I can only assume they must have thought I was looking up porn because most of the time they entered my room, they'd find me at my computer with the blank Google or YouTube homepage up, acting nonchalant.
That's awesome.
They were like, good boy. I've noticed recently.
Happy birthday, Joe.
This one's for Jim.
This one's for Jim.
That a boy. way to be a good patron. I've noticed recently it seems tied to me generally not wanting to be seen or heard and avoiding attention wherever I go and feeling like I'm not supposed to be places. An example of this was that I noticed I felt out of place / exposed when picking up food from a restaurant I'd never been in and felt like I was somehow breaking a rule by being there. The world feels like a chaotic and turbulent river, and while others seem to be able to navigate it, I'm just a little crab looking for a safe nook to hide in. Anyway, I wanted to ask if this sounds like anything you've come across in previous clients, and if so, any advice on how I can work through it. I hope that all made sense. Thank you for reading, and know that when I hear my questions read aloud on the podcast, I can't help but cringe because of this phenomenon. Nothing to do with your reading, Jim. Best, anxious agoraphobe in Austin. Pronouns are he and him.
So what you're saying, Anxious, is that Jim's reading also is not good enough to fix the problem either.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's a
hearing.
good thing to
to
assume.
It's probably the right way to interpret that. This is a real feeling. The police car thing is a real thing. You guys feel that, right? Whenever you're driving,
God, when
and
the
you see a
cop's
police
behind
car?
immediately, it's like,
Shut up.
Are they
You've
gonna-
never gotten a ticket in your fucking
That's
life.
true, I
You don't know
haven't.
what we're talking
Actually,
about.
that's valid.
Living in your privileged little girl world.
I just wave to them. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey.
Hey, what's up, boy? That's what she does.
Just a cute female.
And then I flash them, and they really let me go.
As she blares through a fucking school zone. Kids are flying off the windshield. She don't give a shit.
She's got her wipers on.
I'm not going to finish this beer if you want it.
If you want it. Oh, no, thanks, ma'am. I don't like IPAs. No, suit yourself, baby.
What? Like, you guys get tickets for that?
That's how the other half live. Can I play with the sirens? Anyway, but that's a real feeling, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
When you're behind, like you see the cop behind you and you're like, this is it. I'm fucked. Like
Y'all
that,
always
100%.
put on the brakes even though you're going the speed.
You brake
like, you don't
check
really
the
just
cop.
like brake
I
really
don't
quick.
recommend brake checking the
No,
cop.
but like when you
Yeah, I
see
do
them
that.
there and you're like, I know I'm going the speed. I've been watching
Oh,
my
you
speed
slow
limit,
down.
and then you see them, and you immediately like put your brakes on. You're like, wait, I'm already going the speed limit. It's fine. I don't have to slow down anymore.
I mean, it says anxious agoraphobe from in Austin, but I'm kind of wondering if you grew up in the Midwest.
I almost said this after
Because
the
of the
first line. I'm like,
shame.
were you from the Midwest?
Yes. Yeah, because this
Nick can relate.
Yeah, I can absolutely relate to a lot of this because that's what you're taught at a very young age.
I agree. It's funny because literally just the other day, Peter was telling me this story about when him and his brothers, like their parents would leave to like go to, I don't know, into town. They live so far outside of town. Him and his brother would immediately jump on like their video games and play that while they're gone because they were so limited to like 2 hours a week or something like that to play video games, like something very small. And so when they'd leave to go like into town, they'd play their video games and they'd watch for them coming up the drive. And I was just thinking of that. I was like, oh my God.
5-0, 5-0.
I know. His youngest brother's like 11 years younger than him, so I'm sure he got the shit job of keeping lookout.
Right.
Like, hey, watch out. But like, this is
Did the parents come in and then like like feel the Nintendo. It's
yeah,
like,
to
ooh,
see if it's still warm.
Okay. No.
You just gave me shivers.
Because
that was
here's
totally a thing.
my theory, and you joke about like, or the writer jokes about, oh, my parents probably thought I was watching porn because my screen was like blank every time they walked in. I feel like parents live in denial, and they do not think that. They walk in like, oh, good, he's just like a little sweetie pie. Like, I think in TV shows.
What do you think when this happens to you, Jim?
Whenever people walk in the house and I've been furiously masturbating.
No, when you're walking
Your
up to the
son?
kids and they have like the
YouTube
the like YouTube homepage up.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Google
Like, you've
homepage.
definitely been looking
It's
at
like,
porn.
dude.
Like you had the speakers on.
Yeah.
I heard it.
I think that my position is this is none of my
picked it
business,
up
and
in
I
the
just
living
walk the
room.
fuck out of this room.
You're screen sharing to the living room.
Hey man, I need you to disconnect from the Chromecast if you could. Really trying to
would
finish
be
this episode of
terrible.
Bluey and at least stop fucking rewinding.
Picture and the sound is not matching up.
It's driving us all crazy.
Yeah. I mean, or switch genres. Jesus, it's the same thing.
Hurry up.
Hurry up.
I saw a story
I mean,
on
I
Reddit.
like watching videos of people sitting on pies as much as anybody.
I saw a story on Reddit where there was a deaf person who was watching porn and they did not realize
The volume? Oh no.
So then they just walk out and his family's like, dude, we could hear everything. They're like,
that's
oh,
great.
shit.
It's great.
But yeah, I just think that is like, I don't know. It was the Midwest. So yeah, there's this overlying like, hey, we're watching you. We're really disappointed if you're not following the rules. And I don't know exactly what your home life was like, but there's almost like that undertone. They're not going to yell and scream at you or beat you. They're just like, what are you doing? It's like that silent, like, how dare you? Like God, and for at least Peter, and I think a lot of people in the Midwest or the South, it's a lot of like, well, like God's always watching you. And there's like that's tied into it.
I also I don't know if y'all relate to this at all. Actually, I think I might be the only person in the room that's. How many of you are the oldest child in your families? Whitney, you are.
Yeah,
you're the oldest child as well. I don't know if that was your experience at all. Because
I'm the only one to all of us.
I've met your brother.
Only Nick was the,
Only Nick
not
was
the oldest
the
child.
youngest. You're the baby.
I don't know how many years younger your siblings were, but like I feel like sometimes there's that like oldest child responsibilities thing of like we're disappointed in you, we expect you to be the one that we don't have to correct.
Oh yeah,
you've got to watch over the others. And like
Birth
I don't know, like
order
there
is
can
so
be this.
real.
Yeah, there's just like a lot of ominous like expectation, and there's a sense of like I don't want to let anybody down. And like a lot of times, the oldest child turns out to be like one who just follows rules.
Yes,
right. Like
yes.
the baby one, I think is the one that's like breaks rules, or whatever. But like there's just this like they believe in the system, like the invisible agreement of rules, and the sense of like I don't want to break them. And you're like they'll do that in school, they'll do that in their family life, and. Yeah, this
and
is
like I'm a
real
shitty
thing.
person. It like is tied to who you are as a person if you mess up, rather than oh, I just made a mistake and messed up. That doesn't mean I'm a bad person.
Yeah,
it's like,
very different, and like it is this internalized character thing of like I knew better, I let everybody down. Like it sticks to you a little bit deeper. And I don't know if that's like an oldest child phenomenon or not. I mean, Adler believed that. He had the birth order concept, and he said the first child was like the golden child, and like they had all this kind of like ominous moral like weight upon them.
Yeah,
and he kind of had like this different kind of stereotypes that he saw for all of them, but. Yeah, that's an interesting piece of it too. But yeah, the Midwest thing I think is an important part of this.
Well, I think part of it too is like just maybe even like I don't want to say a lack of confidence, but because for me, I can relate to a lot of this, not in the sense that like I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but that maybe I made a mistake and I didn't realize I was doing something wrong.
Okay.
I think that's a bigger piece of it,
that's
at
a
least
good
for me.
Perspective, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, if the cops coming up behind me, oh shit, did I accidentally do something?
Yeah.
Or is my
Not
tail
that-
light out?
Yeah, what did I screw up?
Right.
How did I fuck up to cause
Is
this
that
situation?
drifter's coat still sticking out of the trunk?
Or and it's like that when I travel too. If I'm in another
Oh man.
I'm very self-conscious of like social faux pas.
Okay.
Like if I'm in another culture, like, oh, did the thing that I did, was that considered rude?
Oh.
I'm really
You don't
worried
wanna
about
be the
that.
shitty
I don't want to
American.
be.
I was gonna say that's because we're
Another
American.
reason I don't want to travel because it's like, oh, I'm sorry, did I shit in the hole in the ground at the incorrect angle? Animals.
You get a
Sir,
ticket
this is
for
a
that.
But what you don't want to do is shit in the wrong hole.
Yeah. Wow. I would be so humiliated.
That's not the shithole.
You
Real
dummy.
shithole.
That's the food hole.
That's where we
Oh
keep
my
the
gosh.
corn.
We've been saying for centuries that we should move one of those holes.
But no, this is a really
look
good
so
question.
similar.
Like, what Anonymous
At
is
least
saying
label
here,
them.
anxious, agoraphobic in Austin. This sense of like constantly being on pins and needles with this fear of like somehow I've made a mistake or I haven't caught on to something. Even being in a restaurant and feeling odd because it's like, should I be here? Am I doing something wrong? That is a really interesting thing.
It's almost
to
like making up
constantly-
stories about things going on around you too.
Yeah,
Plays
there's a
part
lot
in
of
that, like,
mind reading going on. Like if we were going to name like cognitive distortions,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
think that's a big part of this too.
Absolutely.
Which, one just off the T kind of thing, writer. I mean, looking into cognitive behavioral therapy and maybe getting a workbook on that and doing some like self-reflection exercises, I think would be really helpful because some of this does sound like pretty classic cognitive distortions. And like some of that self-reflection exercise is really helpful where you kind of like untangle that knot and go, okay, hold on, like let me challenge some of these conclusions I have. Let me take this thought to court. And doing that kind of deeper introspection might start to break you of like that conclusion. But the fact that it's just like ever present with this person all the time it's exhausting, man. That's got to be
That
really
is.
hard.
That is really exhausting. I want to say I'm really proud of you for writing in though still, because it sounds like that stresses you out and you still do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like overcoming fears and challenges, and that can be really difficult when something feels like it has a grip on your mind constantly worrying about, am I doing something wrong? Is this right or wrong? And then hearing, your letter read out like, oh, I should have worded it different. I should have said something. It's like, no, you threw it out there. We'll figure it out. It's fine.
I've had to practice like repeating things in my head, like affirmations. Like if I'm in a situation like the writer talks about, like going to pick up food at a restaurant now, like, oh, what if, am I supposed to be here? What if I'm doing this wrong or something like that?
Right.
To just have this to be able to catch that thought immediately and then just be able to reaffirm like, no, I can be here.
Yeah.
Right.
I can be at this elementary
purchasing-
school.
Yeah, it's fine.
No matter what my probation officer says.
I am legally allowed to be here.
I'm making balloon animals for everybody.
I am 201 feet away.
That's right.
No, I
This candy is free.
to be able to just say like, no, I'm okay. I'm allowed to be here.
Officer.
I'm not hurting anybody.
My version of that is always after the fact. So like after a social engagement, like Scoop Fest is a great example of this. After I'll go be among people and do things, the whole afterward is my brain going, oh my God, you fucked up a million different ways.
Really?
Running back over every conversation, every engagement, like that was embarrassing. You did that. You probably offended that person. Like you were off base on that. Like you thought that was funny. It probably wasn't funny or whatever. Just like my brain telling
That
me
last
like,
one's probably true.
that's probably off. Yeah, that's probably true. But yeah, like
Just to validate your
just my-
feelings.
I don't, in the moment, I'm
Jim,
fine.
I believe in your feelings.
Thanks, buddy. I love the support. Just
Yeah,
so
yeah.
supportive lately. Just
now I know
rooting
what
for the
Jim's
40
gonna
by
be thinking
40.
about on his
Hashtag
drive
believe
home.
Jim.
On his drive, I believe
That's the cruelest thing Jacob could ever do is take the position of like, man, your thoughts are probably right. Like, I just feel like you don't listen to your inner voice, man. Believe in
oh,
yourself.
shit.
And what I mean by believe in yourself is believe yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Believe that part of your brain.
All of that anxiousness, it's real.
It's probably real.
All real.
It's hard to
And
be doubting
based on
yourself.
fact.
Don't doubt yourself, Jim. That's just the cruelest shit ever. It's so evil.
Like, you know how you leave your house, every
Next
time you leave your
Fest, 'cause
house, you
now
worry
he's
about
gonna
your
have to
children.
kill
Don't do
them.
that.
Yeah,
You're
this is
gone.
not cool at all.
This is
that
when Nick
voice.
shuts
Yeah,
down.
always listen.
They are
Always
more
listen.
vulnerable without you there.
That's right. An asteroid could just fall. I mean, Jesus, that happens all the time.
All the time.
Believe in yourself, man. But no, I relate to the writer in
Hashtag
that
believe
sense.
Jim.
Not the. I was actually talking about.
Welcome,
you today.
first-time listeners.
As I was winning my golf game today, I was sharing that a friend of mine uses the believe women bit completely, like randomly, and in ways that are just inappropriate.
I do that.
That was
constantly.
you. That's who I was referencing.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, no, I agree. I do that constantly.
It's a great bit.
Yeah.
I
Anytime
believe
any
women.
woman says anything, I'm like, yes, hashtag believe women.
I believe women.
I believe you.
I think that's probably the stance we should probably take.
That is the route that we should take to the restaurant.
Immediate high ground. Just nobody can respond to that. He's just right. But yeah, no, I relate to the writer's story from the sense that after the event, I will feel that. I think in the event, whatever I'm attending, whatever I'm going through, I'm probably not thinking that way. But then afterward, all I can think about is just like, oh God, was I off-putting? Was there anything that was like odd? Did I say the wrong thing? Like that is just the next several hours of my brain is just nonstop. So I relate to that part. But when I'm in it, blind confidence, just I belong here. This is my world. You're all in it. And
you're creating your own reality.
Character,
I like
energy. Yeah. So that's how we get through it. So I guess, writer, I want to validate this. I think we're all validating that what you're feeling is a very common thing. I think it's something that's very relatable. I think it's culturally relatable. It could be birth order relatable. I think it's religiously relatable. I think a lot of people dial into this. I don't know how much of it is directly due to the experience you had with World of Warcraft and becoming hypervigilant. I suspect that story you gave us is less the cause and more a symptom, along with many other examples of times in your life that
I was going to say another example.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you didn't want to disappoint others. The expectation was one way, and instead of pushing back or fighting back, there was a sense of like compliance, but like then trying to get away with it, and just that sense of like, I'm secret keeping. They don't realize something about me. And I'll bet that probably just, does create kind of a hangover effect. But I would really encourage you to look more into CBT, man, because like mind reading is a dangerous thing to live your life on. And that's tough. Like if everywhere you go, you believe that.
That's what I was going to say too, is like kind of going the CBT route, being able to identify the thought right away.
Yeah.
Just practice identification first. Identify these thoughts when they happen and then start challenging them. And then you can kind of start practicing some affirmation of some replacement thoughts. If that doesn't work, then my other suggestion is you should do something really bad.
Okay. Yeah.
I was going to say like an exposure type
there we
kind
go.
of. Yeah.
No, then that way,
Expose
like,
yourself.
when the
That's
cop
what you're
is
talking
after me, but like I know I wasn't speeding, but I did just do this other thing.
I did shoot paintball guns
Right.
at the stop sign.
Right.
I'm joking, writer. Don't do this.
Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Don't kill a hobo.
Yeah.
Don't
do
I actually
that.
was thinking more like do something you think is really bad, but like isn't. I don't know. Like something that you're saying, like going into the restaurant, like continuing to do, and not that you said that was bad, but you feel uncomfortable in it. Trying to practice putting yourself in those situations and then walking through the thoughts like you both.
This is a real example. I think that's a great suggestion, actually.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about that, like, like visiting another country where I have the thought of like, oh, what if I do something that's, considered rude or inappropriate? Mm-hmm. To be able to give yourself some leeway and be like, yeah, well, I'm learning a new culture. I'm going to fuck up.
And people might be upset at that,
mistakes.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
They're in charge of their
okay.
own experience there. Yeah.
Especially if that apprehension is like a live thing that always happens to you. I love the idea of intentionally taking yourself into situations and like identifying like I'm doing something that is a faux pas. There is something here that I'm intentionally doing that does separate me or otherize me, and I'm doing that so I can learn to tolerate that feeling.
Yeah.
Like just walk into
I'm not
a space.
supposed to be pissing on this building right now.
Right, but I'm gonna do
doing it.
I'm gonna wear this fanny pack and these socks
And
and
the building
sandals,
is the school.
and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Pew Pew, Texas.
That's right.
Hashtag believe women.
Pew pew.
Also, if you do pee on buildings, like if you're nervous inside of a building,
Yeah.
if you pee on it first, now it's your building.
Now it's yours.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
was
a
wondering.
Why would you
point.
feel nervous or
Mark.
apprehensive inside of a building that is yours?
Very
and
valid.
get all those other people out of there.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Yeah,
What
why
do
are
you
they
know?
in my building?
I peed on this building. I'm currently peeing on this building.
So when we say pee on a building, I'm thinking you're on the outside peeing on the corner. But I realize that grammatically you could just as easily be in a hallway just peeing straight on a wall, and you're also just peeing on the building.
I'll accept either.
Okay.
Location,
Still yours.
location,
Yeah.
location.
There it is.
I believe it all falls under the laws of dibs.
I believe possession.
Yeah.
9/10 of the law,
Possession,
as I recall.
Oh no, there's always possession involved with building peeing cases.
Anyway, Austin, good luck on this one, man. Definitely take a deeper look at some of those cognitive distortions and maybe doing some workbook, exercises on CBT. And I really like Whitney's idea of like taking those small kind of exposure therapy steps of like challenging yourself to actually knowingly enter into, scenarios, identifying what's going to feel weird about that, tolerating that discomfort, and actively reminding yourself during it, like, hey, this is not accurate. This is a feeling, not a fact. I'm not notable here. I'm not standing out here. There's nothing about me that's different in this scenario. I'm just blending in, right? And what's that old statement? Like you'll think much less about what people think about you when you realize how seldom they do. And I just think like stuff like that is really core to getting through these kinds of scenarios. But anyway, Austin, good luck on that. Definitely piss on some random building and tell the cops that it was Whitney, because then you'll get away with it. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're talking about a weekend flirt. You're listening to Pod Therapy After Dark.
Today's episode is brought to you by Robert Brownie Jr. Mintz, Caleb Lansbury, Kevin Chamberlain, Ben Stanley, Adam Hathaway, Dan Martin, Lib, Heyo, Andrew Langmead, Chad Mag, and Killa Prince. Would you like to sponsor the show? Become a therapy producer at patreon.com/therapy. All right, we have, keeping with our theme, wedding traditions around the world.
Oh, fun.
All right.
Oh, this will be great.
All right, Jim.
Yeah.
You're up.
I can
2 points
Hawaii.
on the fly, 1 point. Hawaii. Multiple choice. In which country do brides traditionally wear red instead of white to symbolize good luck and prosperity?
Oh, that's hot. Oh, yeah. Bride shows up wearing fucking red. That's cool. That's really
cool, right? Like Beetlejuice.
That's fucking sexy. I need options.
I think what I'm hearing is
I'm turned on by it. I think it's a great idea. That's wonderful. I assume this is some province of hell, but go on. I need options.
okay. Is it Japan, China, India, or
shit.
Greece?
Okay. I'm not going to go with Greece.
Fetish is the word I was. I think this is Jim's fetish.
Yeah, it's up there.
Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this. I've seen this video. So I'm going to disqualify Greece because I've seen my big fat Greek wedding. She did not wear red.
And you've been to Greece.
And I've been to Greece, as we've established.
Or part of a 2-week vacation.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be an Eastern country because it's going to be like they're just completely differentiated on this concept. So there's Japan, India, and what was the third one?
China.
I feel like the Indians wear a lot of yellow, so I don't think that's it.
Yeah, they do.
And then China's
So
into
cultural.
red. I feel like they're into red.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Give me Japan. You know what? Let's go with Japan.
No.
Fuck.
Which way are we going?
Does it go to Whitney?
Sure, Whitney.
India.
No.
Ha! You dummy. It's yellow.
It's India.
What was
China or
China?
Greece?
I'll say China.
China it is.
Shit!
I'm calling
it's
shenanigans
right there, man.
on
The
this.
Red Army, Mao. I should have known.
Uh-oh, you're calling.
Yeah, this
Is this
is
official?
shenanigans.
Looking it
Declaration?
up.
Yes.
She's under
Oh,
protest.
we have an official declaration of shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I'm going to move on anyway.
Go for it.
In the meantime, Whitney, you got another
Further
question here.
research.
It's Whitney's question.
Great day for a
In a
red
traditional
wedding.
Greek
Ah,
wedding,
nice.
what item is often placed on the couple's heads and joined by a ribbon to symbolize unity?
Wow, Jim, can you see anything?
I
What does
don't have
that
my
say?
glasses on. According to Whitney's phone, www.pornhub.com.
Yeah, pass that one. The next one.
Oh, okay. Red is traditionally worn for weddings in China, India, and Vietnam. But the first word, Nick, was China. So I'm with
Okay.
you on this. Fuck Whitney.
Whitney, I accept your apology.
Yep.
Did you say? What did you say? Red what? How was the question
Yeah, I
phrased?
guess how was the question?
I'm
phrased?
Which
Good luck. I'm
country
ruling
do-
on the shenanigans.
Jacob,
okay.
attorney at law.
In which country do brides traditionally wear red instead of white to symbolize good luck and prosperity?
Oh,
The tough part of the
okay.
question is it kind of implies
Okay.
that it's a wedding gown.
Okay.
Because
That's fair.
In
Yeah.
the U.S., it's a wedding
Now
gown.
you reread it, I hear what you're saying.
In
but-
India, Indian brides often wear red saris.
yeah.
Oh.
But
To
it's not a-
I'm sorry, what?
It's
Yeah.
not a full. Sorry.
Okay.
As a way to say.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's fair. It wouldn't represent.
This is,
good
by the
luck
way,
and
is the only time
prosperity.
you will
God.
ever hear Jacob say sorry.
What an amazing
Yeah.
culture.
I'm not
that
saying sorry. I'm saying
women
sorry.
in that
Oh.
culture can
Okay,
actually
fine.
take
It
accountability
was
and
worded a
apologize. You know, that's just
certain way.
wow. You know, the West is fucked.
I call half shenanigans. I should get a half point.
Nope.
Shenanigans.
I'm sorry. Your shenanigans has been overruled.
God
All
damn
right,
it.
that's
Fine.
firm but fair.
Go on. All right, next one.
All right. Whitney, in a traditional Greek wedding,
Oh shit.
what item is often placed on the couple's heads and joined by a ribbon to symbolize unity?
Oh, it's from the
Windex.
Coneheads. Remember the Coneheads? They do
Oh
this
my
in the
gosh,
Coneheads.
they do. I need options. I don't know.
Olive wreaths, gold coins,
Oh.
crowns, laurel leaves.
Oh boy, there's several I like on that.
I don't know, crowns. That sounds.
Yes.
Yay!
Damn it! I thought it was the laurel ones.
Your laurels.
AKA
Laurels.
Stefana.
Yannies.
I believe is what that's called.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I was going to say.
Jacob, in which African country?
There's
get
more
this on
than
the
one,
fly.
just so you know.
In which
Name 2 of them,
African
Joe.
country?
South and North, you dumbass.
So close. So close.
Ah, fuck you.
So close.
Which African country might you see the bride and groom jump over a broom as part of their wedding ceremony?
Oh,
The witch's wedding.
I have heard of this.
Yup. Salem, Oregon, my man.
Also in the South, South Louisiana, there is a tradition called Dance the Broom.
Okay.
Did any of you know the Dance the
No.
Broom tradition?
No, never heard of her.
If you have, if the bride...
Did y'all do it at your wedding?
We did not do it at our wedding. It was not applicable at our wedding.
Oh.
It only happens if the bride has an older unmarried sister.
What?
And then the older unmarried sister of the bride has to, at some point during the reception, have a spotlight dance where they dance with a broom.
Oh, that's shitty.
They got to present her to the world.
Yes. They have to go out and dance the broom.
Dude, the South hates
is-
women.
They hate unmarried
It is
women.
a thing.
too. Especially unmarried
They are
women.
going out of their way.
At my friend's wedding down in Lafayette, the bride's family was all from New York.
Oh
the groom's
my
family is
God.
all South Louisiana.
I didn't
Bride's
know.
family is all New York. And it was great when they made the bride's the bride's older sister. She knew about it ahead of time.
Okay.
And she was in.
Okay.
She was fully in.
played the part.
to do all of it. It's so fun and so funny
that's
because
You're
just a party.
fucking
It's just for
around,
a
yeah.
joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a
there's
bit.
no I
Let's
don't know
make
if it's-
fun of this.
I don't know if
Right.
the origins are worse or anything,
Yeah.
but it's just a big part of the party.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great. What was the question?
It's
Jumping
Jake-
over the broom.
Oh, yeah.
Give me options.
Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, or Kenya?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I will say Nigeria.
No, I'm sorry.
Give me Ghana.
It is Ghana.
Fuck you, you idiots.
Wow.
I thought if I just said it really confidently, everybody would be like, what the fuck?
No, nobody.
No,
no,
we all
no.
knew it was a guess.
You guys really
We
intimidated
each got a
just
point
now.
that round, and we just got it off of somebody else's question.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, equal game. It's all tied up. I like the of wedding traditions. I like the one where you can dance with the bride, but you got to give her money.
Oh, the dollar
Yeah,
dance.
yeah, the dollar
Yeah,
dance.
we did that at my first wedding.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. That's really cute because everybody just gets to give money, put it in her purse or whatever. It's for the honeymoon.
They also did it for the groom too.
No, yeah, we did that at my wedding. Nobody fucking paid. Actually, all my groomsmen gave me money to dance with me, and they all insisted on it being weirdly sexual dances. So
No.
but
Guys?
they paid. They paid, so they got what they paid for, my man.
That's it.
Jim puts out for the right
Fair.
price.
My friend,
yeah.
her mom was Nigerian, so a lot of her heritage was brought into her wedding, and she got married in Jamaica. But they did all this money all over her while she was dancing on the floor. I was like, oh,
like you
okay.
pin money to her?
It was like
I wouldn't want to.
no, it was kind of just you dance around and you kind of are throwing money at her, but
okay, stripper style.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And she was
Making it
very
rain.
sweaty because we're
Oh, nice.
outside.
It's
It's
like
like
sticking
hot at
to
night.
her.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
insane.
Slower.
And then she ran in the
very
ocean in her
nice.
wedding dress. It was amazing.
Can you
But-
make eye contact when you tell that story? We've got another question here. Weekend flirt. Hi, guys and Whitney. I hope you're all doing fine, and I heard you ran out of questions, so I decided it was time for me to write in. I am a female and happily married. We have a child together, and even after years, I still do very deeply love my husband and care for him. However, there is someone in my life that I only see once a year. He's married as well, but in a poly relationship, so he can date other people. We do flirt whenever we see each other, but I made it clear from the start that nothing else would happen, and he always accepted this boundary. I do feel safe with him and really enjoy the weekend that we meet on a festival that we get to see our other friends. However, when I see him, I feel my knees get shaky and my heart is hammering in my chest. And when this yearly event ends, I feel like I might cry and I have a hard time letting go. I do feel like I'm missing something in my life, so I would like to explore why this guy is seemingly having such a big influence on me. I don't have a real question, I guess, apart from, is this normal? Thank you for your time, and I apologize for writing such a long text. All the best, Signed, Weekend Lover. Well, kind of.
I think this is more common than we'd like to think. Like, I feel like maybe this is just kind of American culture. I don't know. But there's a lot of pressure put on like married people.
Right.
That if you even, look at someone else,
Right.
then it's how dare you?
Yeah,
and
you've-
you're
you've
just a horrible
immediately done
partner.
something wrong. Yeah.
You are the worst. You love your husband or
How
wife?
can you even like this other person?
Like what's wrong? You know everything's so great, and you're like, it's not about a lack of something
Right.
in my relationship. It's just a feeling. Like we're humans. Right. We sometimes are attracted to other people, or you like think somebody looks pretty. Like it's not.
Well, it's a part of the brain you can't really control.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's because it's that animalistic part where it's just like, oh, this person looks young and healthy and would probably
That's
produce
valid.
good, healthy children.
Is that what you're going to write in your vows? I like that.
Yeah, done. Actually, I'm just going to have Jacob cut that. And then I can just play it. That way I don't even have to
You just stare
restate it.
It's the drop.
You sure look young and healthy. I bet you could certainly produce some healthy offspring.
Offspring. No, that's a valid
That's
point.
me, Nick Tangeman.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. 100%.
I remember whenever Great Night was doing that bit where they were trying to pick on Jacob, and I admired the restraint that Jacob did not immediately start imitating either Justin or Brian because he could have wrecked them. And I just thought, what a good man!
Jacob's
what
like,
a
I'm
good
gonna give him
friend that
this
he's
moment.
just up there taking it, and he's just not decimating either of them because they're way more imitatable. And they're just like, nope, took the high ground. I remember sitting there like slow clapping in the back of the room, like, what a gentleman.
You can't do anything. It's not about taking the high ground. You can't do anything.
Just take it.
It's an impossible battle.
Yeah.
It's choosing one's battles.
Just letting it go.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you on this point. We had a writer write in, I think maybe like a month ago, that was talking about her poly relationships. And in the midst of her letter, she had a comment where she said it kind of baffled her personally that people felt so strongly about monogamy because she said, it's interesting because in every other relationship in our lives as humans, we do not apply that standard and we do not take it so personally.
Yeah.
Like if you have multiple siblings and your sibling spends a lot of time with you and then sometimes likes to spend time with your other sibling, you don't take that as a betrayal. You think, oh, that's, of course, there's going to be other things. Or friendship. I think the writer talked about it in terms of friendship.
Or
it's
kids.
Like, yeah, you don't think like, oh, you want to hang out with your other friend and that somehow speaks to our friendship.
Well, I get pissed when my friends hang out with their other
well,
friends.
you're
Fuck
also
them.
a jealous catty bitch, Whitney.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
so I mean
That's
that's
true.
Facts hurt.
Damn.
cut on deep. But no, this is a really good point. And I remember the writer saying that and just I remember thinking like, that's just a very well articulated statement because it's so relatable that all humans everywhere go, oh, because I think there's a lot of people that don't relate to poly at all, and they're like, I just don't understand how you could feel that way.
I have a cousin named Polly. I'm related to her.
Okay, so you relate to it a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, I think that this makes it so much more relatable when you think, do you feel that way? Do you feel possessive and insecure or restrictive about relationships otherwise in your life? Or do you feel fine with the fact that your spouse or your best friend has other friends and that is non-threatening to you because your dynamic is different than their dynamic and there's nothing wrong with that? Like you have a friend you like to go to sports with, you have a friend you like to go get your nails done with, you have a friend that you read with, like great, nothing about that is threatening to different dynamics. So I can appreciate like these kinds of like feelings where the writer's saying like, I go on this weekend trip, I see this person, it's invigorating, it's exciting, I know they like me, I have feelings for them too. Is that weird? And I think we're all kind of unanimously saying like there's nothing weird
There's
about
nothing
that.
weird about that. No, not at all.
Does it mean anything?
I think it's also a bit of just excitement.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say, like kind of the unknown.
Because like
and-
also like the person is in a poly relationship, so there's a part of your brain that is going like, this is also legitimately an option.
That's an option.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this is a real option. This isn't like, oh, I have another friend's spouse, and they aren't poly. My spouse and I aren't poly. That doesn't really seem like an option.
It shuts it down real quick. You're
That's
just
it.
like,
You might see that spouse and go like, oh, that spouse is attractive, and I do like.
You
that
have some
spouse.
chemistry with them.
Yeah.
But in the back of your mind, you're like, but there's no plausible. way
There's not
that
a
happens.
path there. There's a path on this one.
Right.
yeah, that's
There's a real
true.
path on this one.
And I think our brain is very good at trying to figure out ways to get
Yeah.
what we want. And so
Yes.
not that you're doing that, but you're saying, wow, my brain might be kind of like tingling trying to do that, but I'm not going to.
Right.
You know,
Knowing
our
that the door
free
is
will.
open, I think is a very powerful, like you were saying.
And by the way, I don't think
that
that negates anything that
No.
you guys were saying. Like it's just a different way of.
I think you're adding to it. I think you're
you're
also
just
saying,
excited by this, and
Yes.
it's a fun, neat thing. It doesn't by itself. It doesn't mean anything.
I think that we've all heard these stories or there's scenarios where like there's a world in which somebody that a coworker or something like that does let you know like, hey, I have feelings for you.
Yeah.
And like, if you ever wanted to do anything, that would be great with me. And I'm not going to cause any trouble in your
Yeah.
life. And so you get like that open door policy. And I think that's way more powerful than just like, oh, we kind of have some chemistry. We flirt a little bit.
Yeah.
When they've made it clear, this is green light. And like,
Yeah.
I am poly.
And it gets real awkward after
I
you
don't
say
have an
no.
issue with this. It's a weekend. Like,
Does
let's
it?
have fun.
It does.
Tell us more.
Oh, I have had coworkers like profess their love,
Wow.
like full on, like.
So you did read my text. You
did.
left me on red. You
Yes.
don't reply.
Well, then you knew that I read it.
It's rude that you
It's
don't.
weird that you were curious as
Just
to whether or not
thumbs
I
up
read it.
it.
It was on
Just
red.
thumbs up. I mean, you thumbs up other texts. The
Okay.
next text in the thread, and I post in the group because I believe in being transparent. I don't want it to be weird for everybody else.
You don't have to make a new text message either.
Well, also I don't know how. I only have you in the group text. I don't
Yeah.
even think I have your number saved.
good.
I don't even know if I'm blocked. Like, do you only see me in this? Anyway, go
Please
on.
remove me
You've
from
had
this
you've
group
had you've had
chat.
scenarios.
I've had coworkers do that and like think that I was going to leave SJ and like
Yeah.
all that
Oh,
kind
shit,
of stuff.
yeah.
And like the real and I'm like, I like you too. You're cool.
but not half
I'm not
my
leaving
shit cool.
my life. Like, I like my life.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't want to lose like half my
I'm
shit.
really okay.
You're great.
Pretty
We've also
happy
been
where I'm
approached
at.
by like we've turned down poly couples before as well, like swinger
Sure.
couple type things. And I every time I've appreciated the
flattering.
frankness.
Yeah.
When they just speak very frankly about it, I go like, this is great.
There's no ambiguity here.
No, thank you. I'm
you
not
weren't
attracted
supposed to talk about when Peter and I approached you. And
I'm
here
not
we
attracted
are.
to either
Like,
of you.
He's stepping in a lot of feelings
I
tonight.
know.
It's
I'm attracted
starting
to
to
Peter
really
a little
hurt.
more.
Here's
I'll
the
be
thing. Why is this happening to everybody except me? That's what I don't
well, we didn't
understand.
want to tell you,
Because
Nick.
you
all live
come
in a
out with
different
it.
world.
You're so coy, and that's on you, okay?
This is the
Whitney and
Midwest.
I, we
You're
put
a
our
tease.
shit out there because we're
Especially
not
with
afraid to
Jacob,
love.
I mean.
Okay?
Is it the overalls?
Yeah, it's not helping.
It's the
To be
corn.
honest.
It's the corn stalks hanging out of your
It's the overalls and the sandals with socks.
That's where I draw the line.
Combo.
You're fuckable, but not with those shoes.
Also, please put a shirt on.
The overalls with no
a shirt.
shirt. And the socks and
Straw
sandals.
hat's okay though.
The straw
right?
hat's
Straw hat's
fine.
fine.
It'd
Straw
be
hat's fine.
silly if you didn't have the straw hat.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh my god.
it's kind of my thing now.
Yeah, the sun's very bright.
I like how he seductively unbuckles one part of the strap, though. On the
Well, I wanted to see
overalls.
my nipple ring.
Yeah, that's
Nothing's hotter than overalls with a visible nipple ring.
that's
in Iowa.
yes. That's the only way he does chores.
Nipple ring.
Middle-aged dudes with nipple rings.
Somebody please AI
That's his
generate
midlife
the
crisis.
cartoon of Nick with the nipple ring and the whole pizzazz here,
can't
throwing
picture it.
bales of hay over his shoulder. Like this just
I want
somebody
Nick,
please create.
I want Nick to not only have nipple piercings, I want Nick to be a nipple piercing enthusiast. I want Nick to be someone that discusses nipple piercings with strangers.
So I'm curious. We're all, I think, relating to it is very normal. It is very natural. I think we're normalizing these feelings. I think we're normalizing that they are even bigger because of opportunity. I think we're normalizing what it's like when somebody comes to you and says, hey, I do like you. I have feelings for you. And if you ever want to do anything, I want you to know that that's okay with me. So like all of this, I think, is all that titillating kind of experience. I think one thing that the writer's asking.
Titillating.
Yeah. Beneath the question, I think, is this other question. I'm curious what you guys would say. Does do these feelings,
Does anal count?
there it is, do these feelings
Not in Mormons.
indicate anything? Does this
God's
mean
blind spot.
anything? When we say like, okay, yeah, God can't tell. If we say like, okay, these are normal feelings to have, but at some point, do these feelings get so powerful and so persistent that you would look at this and say, this means something. This says something, maybe about your marriage, or this is very authentic and you're denying yourself if you don't. Like, I don't know. Like, at some point, do we interpret meaning into these, or do we just call them like this blasé feeling that just passes through? Because for some people, this can become so big to them that they're like, hey, look, I appreciate you guys normalizing it. I don't want to feel guilty or shame about this, but I'm also curious, should I listen to these feelings? Are they trying to tell me something? Is this meaningful? At what point does that mean something?
Also, like, if you can't carry on a conversation with the other person because you're just thinking about fucking them so much,
Right.
then, like, I don't know, maybe you want to dial that back a little bit.
Ron, you have a huge erection.
Yeah. Thank you
pattern
for
of the
noticing.
On the pants. Just walking off a problem.
No one's called it huge since 1986.
Do we
Everything
think,
was smaller back then.
at some point, does it matter? Do we feel like it's meaningful? Does it mean something?
I think it does matter. I mean, it's like, it's one thing if it's just kind of, because I'm also looking at this like there's another party that's involved here too.
2 other parties.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
even
guess more than
party.
2 other
the
parties.
other one's
A lot of
possibly.
parties.
Poly, but yeah, I mean, but like, I think, yeah, if it's just something that's just kind of like, oh yeah, there's these feelings, nothing's going to happen with it. It just, is it normal to have these feelings? I think that's a different question than, like, as Jacob was saying, was like, wow, I can't, it's affecting my eating patterns. I
Yeah.
can't think, I can't focus. I've got all this stuff going on.
Like, if you're
I think
obsessing
that's
over it, or
yeah, I think that's a separate
if it's becoming a
question.
distraction,
Yeah.
or if you feel like your marriage is growing apart anyway,
Right.
and this is also happening, like if this is a symptom of something bigger. That's what I said earlier. Like, I don't think this type of thing means anything if it's just the standalone thing.
Yeah.
You know, like if this is all that's happening, I don't know. I wouldn't be that worried about it.
Yeah. I think that over time, and it sucks because you kind of see them every year and it sounds like it reignites it,
Yeah.
and then you have to taper out again.
And you have the anticipation of
Yes, of knowing you're going to
Anticipate.
see them again. So yeah, I think that makes it more challenging because
patient.
There it is.
because generally we might have those really strong feelings where they kind of consume our thoughts, and we're like, what does that mean? Like, I haven't experienced that and I'm curious, and there's the fascination
Right.
of the unknown and all these things kind of swirling in your head. But over time it will taper out if you're just not around them, or that's
Right.
not being fed, I guess. But yeah, you have that to look forward to every year. It makes it a little challenging.
It's a good question. Like, what are the other 11 months out of the year like?
Right. Or
Yeah.
how long
Just
is there a
dry.
hangover
Yeah.
effect?
Yeah.
This is a little bit like
Just a drought.
off,
The Sahara.
or
Desert.
I don't know, a little rabbit trail. But with Polly though, I guess
Tumbleweed.
I want to be clear. My experience working with clients who are poly, it's not open. It's, hey, I have a discussion
Right.
with my partners about like who I'm sleeping with and who I'm dating. So a teeny part of me is like, okay, is he like coming to this festival like discussing, hey, if you want to hook up with her, that's cool, or like
Yeah,
It-
we don't know what the other.
you don't really know. So like
Well,
you're
they,
saying
they may have an arrangement with their other partners that says we
Yeah.
are allowed to do this to some
Yeah.
extent.
they could, but yeah, I just want to make that
I've
clear
seen that
that poly
scenario.
doesn't mean
Right.
open
That's a
to
good
any like
clarification.
listeners. I don't know.
That's a good
whole
point.
different
Because, yeah,
thing.
people can just anonymize it with swinging or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no. It is
Once
more
a year, I
connected.
see my friend who is free use,
There it is.
and I just use them.
and the writer kind of tells us, I mean, toward the end of the letter, the writer says, I don't feel like I'm missing something in my life. And that's partly why I'm so confused by this, is that I don't see that there's a vacancy. I am very happy. But I guess to me, this is something that, again, these two things can coexist, and they often do. And I
Yes.
think this bewilders a lot of people because they're like, oh my God. Like in
It's one or
therapy-
the other.
Yes. I've had this happen a lot. And it's interesting because I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I hear women speak a certain way that is sometimes very different than how men speak about emotions.
What?
Jim, you're such an idiot.
Here we go. Buckle up.
hear
Get that
that
hate
so
mail.
often.
Get those
I can't wait
emails
to
turned up,
see.
ladies. Here we go. But I'll hear women talk about emotion.
Jim at
There it is.
PodTherapyMen.com.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's Nick Tangeman. So like I will hear women discuss emotion, and even in popular media I'll see this as well. They talk about it as if they are discovering it, as if it is arriving. Like I'll hear women talk to each other and go, do I have feelings for this guy? And that's a legitimate conversation to be having.
It's like the intonation goes.
Yeah, and it's like this conversation, and I'll have that conversation in therapy. Like, I want to sit down and talk. Like, I think I have feelings for this guy. Do I have? And it's like they want me to announce it, and I'm like, are you being coy or are you being genuinely befuddled? And over time, I've discovered it's genuine. It's this genuine sense of, I'm not sure if I really like this person, or is this something else? What's going on? And it's interesting because men don't generally do that. They don't come in with a sense of bewilderment, like, do I like this girl? It's like, hey, I think I kind of like this girl. That's inconvenient. Like I probably don't want to react to it or whatever. Let's deal with that. But like,
I think women do that.
Genuinely Befuddled, by the way, is Jim's first solo album.
Yeah. When I break away, when it fucks up the band, that's it. I'm gonna zane your ass. Fucking Justin Timberlake, you. I'm already leaving the boy band, bitch. We don't have one song yet.
Justin Timberlake.
I don't know. I think you might Art Garfunkel him.
Yeah. Solo. Yeah.
Who? No, I'm just kidding. I feel like that's a woman problem in a way that's like women are kind of raised a lot of times to, or I guess in history, raised to like not be so sure and to look for like, am I need you to validate. I don't know, but really we know. We're just not used to using verbiage like that where we want to doubt ourselves. And
do you think it's a legitimate question? Or do you think it is a code?
I think it's more code.
I think it's more code.
I think Jacob's onto this, and that's kind of what I mean. Like, they aren't literally questioning it. They're kind of looking at you to say, like, are you about to, like, shame the shit out of me if I say, like, I like this other person or I am attracted to them?
Or are you going to tell me to fucking get busy?
Yeah, or you're going to be like, oh, this is okay. Okay, it's okay.
So
then
it's
great.
almost like they need to lay down all the math and let the other person sum up the clues and go, hey, I do think you kind of like this guy. And it's like, oh, no.
Oh, man, now what? And
now
it's like,
what?
okay, now
So
it's
what
okay.
should
I
do
say
about
it.
And
I
it's
can
like,
say it out
okay,
loud now.
But we're doing this in this passive way that's more plausible. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think women in general have a hard time completely owning their emotions outwardly to others. I think internally, well, maybe internally too, but I don't know. I think it's so much to do with like men are just so self-assured in society. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just speaking from personal experience, but yeah, there's a lot of self-doubt around a lot of things. We're just
it's interesting because like even the way that I've seen couples deal with infidelity or things like that, there's often a cultural shift in the way it's described. Like for women that committed some kind of infidelity, it seems to have arrived. It seems to have happened like a weather system. It has arrived into our relationship because she was left vulnerable or some conditions were met.
Oh, that's interesting.
And this just pounced upon her. And she too was completely just confused. Right. But whereas the man, if he does it, he always has autonomous culpability. You did this. It was a choice. You're not a victim of your emotions. You're not befuddled by them. It didn't arrive upon you. You weren't seduced by anybody. You went out looking for this, got this, and now you are a problem because of it. And it's just very interesting. Like there's just a very different.
Got that dirty dick.
Maybe it is just as simple as a code, but I feel like there seems to be a way to describe thought that we all just socially agree upon. And I don't know. I hear a little bit of it in the letter, not to indict the writer at all, but just to reflect upon some of this is like, I don't think I'm missing anything in my relationship. What does this mean? And it's sort of like, we can just nod to this and say, yeah, no, you have a crush.
Yeah.
You have a crush on your friend. Okay.
You might want to fuck them, and that's okay.
You want to fuck them, and they're very fuckable, and there's nothing wrong with that. You probably surround yourself with really good friends, and your friend's probably really attractive to you, and you like them. You said things in your letter like, I feel safe with them. I see them all the time.
There's attractive qualities. Are you share a taste in music? You're doing these festivals?
They clearly like me. They've made that super clear. Like, we flirt with each other, and I feel safe to flirt with them, and I can just enjoy that muscle. Like, it's really fun to use that. Great. There's nothing wrong with any of that. No. I don't know that we have to apply any kind of moral standard to it. And you may have also done the math writer and said, I've concluded that I choose not to do anything with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what,
great.
That's what commitment. That's where commitment and things
can simultaneously exist.
Yeah.
You can just really like somebody.
I forgot about this part. I'm glad you said that because it just jogged my memory. I hope you didn't just say one time at the beginning that, hey, this is not going to be a romantic relationship, and you think that saying it that one time several years ago is still
that's a good
rock
point,
solid.
Jacob. Why not
the
have the
contract
reminder?
must be renegotiated, is what you're saying there.
You need to continually.
The topic must be
That's
reinforced.
a really good point. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because
I
every
agree.
opportunity is an opportunity.
Because if you said to me like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, how many years ago you started going to this festival where you saw each other once a year, like, hey, this is great, but it's not going to be anything more than what we're doing right now. And then like 4 or 5 years, 6 years, 7 years later, we're still hooking up and hanging out and really
Hooking
palling
up
around.
platonically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, like hooking up and palling around.
Doesn't hurt to be clear.
That signal might get a little mixed up a little bit every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that might change his behavior too. If he's like, oh, is there anything different here?
Which is fair. But I think that there's nothing. I think what you're bringing up, I think, is just a mature adult way to think about all relationships. Like we both mutually acknowledge that we are attracted to each other, that we like each other, that we look forward to this. And because I am flirting with you, you're giving me permission to do that, right?
Yeah.
Because your friend, and I've seen this scenario play out. I've seen the scenario where the friend says, hey, I know we're never going to be together. And it's kind of selfish a little bit or hurtful to my heart that like you always enjoy playing with me and flirting with me and letting me like wine and dine you and make you feel wonderful for the weekend, but it's never going to go anywhere. And that kind of sucks because I feel like I'm just your fantasy, but like I care about you and like you're kind of just taking advantage. And I've seen scenarios where like, fuck, you're right. I'm sorry. Okay. So I admit that you're teaching me now that this isn't okay anymore. And like, great, we are going to pedal this back. We're going to just go strictly platonic. I'm going to stay in my lane. You stay in your lane. That's
what
fine.
we need is some kind of, I don't know, blind spot.
Yeah.
Like
that God
God's
can't
blind
see.
spot
Yeah,
is
that
what we
nobody
need.
can see.
Yeah,
really.
something that just really doesn't
Nobody.
count.
Something that, like P. Diddy might have the resupport to support us, to just make this easier. You know what I
Let's
mean?
leave
Just
P. Diddy out of this.
somehow lubricate the
Nick
conflict.
looks very uncomfortable right now. I just thought everyone should know that.
But yeah, I think that I just underscoring Jacob's point that I think that there's relevance that whenever you see a
With P.
person
Diddy.
over and
He's
over
underscoring
again,
Jacob's point with P. Diddy.
the very fact that flirting is permitted in the dynamic and that you both play along with that
Right.
always implies that it could become more. That's part of the fun of flirting. And you might have to bring it back up again or make a boundary clear of like, hey, I really love this, but I just want to make sure that I'm, continuing to teach you that like that wouldn't ever happen. Is that okay with you? And if they're like, no, I totally know. I love this. This is fun for me too. And like, great, we're on the same page. It didn't have to be a long ass contract negotiation. It just, you're right though. A clarification is probably good, but I don't think any of us see anything wrong with this writer. I don't think that we're,
No,
looking at this
it's
like
not
it
weird.
indicts the relationship. I think we're looking at it saying this is perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
And we also respect that your partner may not love it.
Yeah.
And so it might be one of those things that you're kind of like your little white secret here, on your vacations. It's for funsies.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to become more than that. And, you're not acting on it. So there's maybe nothing to report.
No, I agree. And I think unless you have friends you're very, very close with, most people aren't telling you about their own thoughts, in this area. So it can feel really lonely or weird, but it's really not.
Yeah. Yeah. Great question, writer. So I love stuff like this because I just feel like it's very humanizing. And I feel like in both these questions so far, we've been able to like really normalize these like very personal, private, quiet experiences that I love when writers give us these letters because it just really like brings those thoughts out loud, which is awesome. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're talking about perfectionism. You're listening to Pod.
We don't know anything about that.
Today's episode is brought to you by Robert Brownie Jr. Mintz, Kayla Lansbury, Kevin Chamberlain, Ben Stanley, Adam Hathaway, Dan Martin, Liv, Hey Yo, Andrew Langmead, Chad Mag, and Nicola Prince. And if you would like to sponsor the show, become a therapy producer at patreon.com/.
So we get a tied up game. I'm in the lead.
Tied game.
Shit.
Right. Jim, what do Swedish brides traditionally wear in their shoes
Oh, it's gonna
for
be
good
fish.
luck?
It's going to be some kind of fish. Give me options. It's going to be fish.
A silver coin
Fuck.
and a gold coin,
Fuck.
a 4-leaf clover,
Oh, that's not it.
a small fish, a spring of lavender.
I will take the fish.
I knew you would. And it's wrong.
Fuck.
It didn't even say small fish.
I was gonna
but
say,
knew
was
you
that
were gonna-
even or
No,
not?
it
Did you
wasn't.
put that in there?
Yes, I put
you
that in
piece
there.
of shit. This fucking rigged.
Really
You're the fucking worst. I trust you to be an honest game master, and you're rigging this shit against
There's not
me.
a single moment that I thought a small fish was on that computer screen.
Aw. If it was the right answer, they're the Swedes.
I was like, wow.
They fucking fish everything. They're constantly throwing fish.
All right,
into
so
the
Whitney,
equation.
what do you think it is?
Don't they
I think
smoke mackerel
coins,
and dumb
the
shit like
coins.
that?
The coins, the silver coin
Yeah.
and gold coin?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Damn it.
Congratulations.
Thank y'all.
Whitney.
Yeah.
During a traditional Indian wedding, the
Shit.
Nice. Nice
The
day.
sorry.
Fish wedding.
Okay. Saptapadi,
Mm-hmm.
Saptapadi, ritual involves what symbolic act? Are you going to need options?
Options.
Tell me what you think it is first.
Sex.
There's definitely like a moment where they're sitting next to each other
Having
on the
sex.
ground, the bride and groom. I don't know. Go on.
Okay.
It's the Kama Sutra, you idiot.
A couple taking 7 steps together,
Okay.
tying their hands
Oh.
with a silk scarf,
Mm-hmm.
feeding each other sweets, or
A
the
small
couple
fish.
is definitely like sitting next to each other.
Yeah, I think it's the hands one. The time.
Fuck you. Yours are obvious.
It's definitely. I was like,
Or
like.
they're sitting next to each other on the ground or something.
What do you think it is? Fish. It's fish. Small fish. I think it's the ribbon in the hands one.
Yeah, that
The
feels
silk
right.
scarf?
Silk
think it's
scarf.
that.
Yeah, scarf.
No.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
I
I was on
Game
your
of
side on that.
Thrones.
Ah, damn.
So your options are sitting next to each other on the ground. Something,
A
something.
couple taking
Oh.
7 steps together.
I'll take that one.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
Very
really
good.
good at stealing.
We're doing that. Yeah. I hope I
doing it
get
again.
Jacob.
Here we go.
Good luck.
My best shot.
All right, Jacob. In a traditional
Ooh, I can take a
Japanese
commanding
Get this
lead
right,
here.
Jacob Earl.
That's right.
Japanese Shinto wedding, what does
That's
the
where you have the box and it has like
Yeah.
some rice in
That's
one
it.
little spot
That's
and
it.
some sushi in another
Yeah,
little
yeah,
spot.
The
and maybe
Might
bento
be thinking
box?
of a
Yes.
bento box.
Oh, what?
but-
No.
Wow,
It's a
culture Jim over
Nice
here.
day for a Shinto wedding.
um,
Sitting on the ground.
what does the bride
next to
wear
each
to
other.
symbolize purity and maidenhood?
Yeah.
Maidenhood.
That
Tell me what you
purity.
think it is first.
So we can add it.
Yeah.
Purity and maidenhood.
Yeah. What's
Is it a fish in their
That
shoes?
is a they wear a vial of their
Veil?
ancestors' blood
Vial.
around their neck,
Like
a-
Billy
a-
Bob
Wow,
Thornton?
how'd you know?
Yeah, exactly like Billy Bob Thornton.
Angelina Jolie wearing Billy Bob Thornton's blood around her neck.
Yep.
Whoa.
Final answer.
Next question.
Your options are a red kimono,
Ooh.
a white hood or watabashi,
White hood.
Red.
a golden sash, or the Billy Bob Thornton ancestor blood.
It's there, dude. You were right.
I can't believe that's actually on the list of
I
options.
know.
It's amazing,
It's
right?
obviously
It's
a
so
putt.
surprising
Slam dunk.
that it actually made the list of options.
We're really
I'll
good.
go golden sash.
No.
Oh,
Jim,
I could
you
get
have
it.
two options
All right, I got
here.
white hood
red-
or I got red kimono.
Yes.
And we already know that these
Or
fools
Billy
are into
Bob
red
Thornton
or
just
ancestor
for
blood.
good
Vial of blood.
luck.
No, that was China.
Oh, fuck. White hood. Give me the white hood. Since we already know the red thing is associated with luck, it can't also be purity because that would be silly.
I think Whitney's getting a point on this.
Give me the white hood.
You can't have lucky purity.
No.
Jim's logic is sound.
All right.
It is a white hood.
wow,
this
we
is
all-
awesome. We just traded
hilarious.
points.
I didn't do white hood just because I was like, no, the U.S.
No.
does white. They probably
no
don't
way.
do white as well.
Yeah.
Gold sounds good.
Gold,
Gold
sounds
did
really
sound
good.
good. I liked your logic on that, but you're wrong.
Damn.
I'm awesome. Perfectionism, something I'm awesome at. Hi, gang. I wrote in at the beginning of the year about leaving the family business to move across the country and needed advice on how to help my dad with the transition
I
of my
remember that
leaving.
one.
I
Yeah, I
do,
do remember that one. It's a
yeah.
good one. There have been some pretty big changes since then. My girlfriend was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder shortly after I wrote in, so that the financial strain and gestures all around, everything else going on, we decided it might not be the ideal time to make such a big move. That did make me realize that even if we don't move, I don't want to own a business. So I did the aptitude test Jim had mentioned, and most of my results came back in the science field. After thinking about it for a couple of months, I decided to go back to school online and joined a biology program where I can get my bachelor's and master's degrees concurrently. Since I already have a degree in an entirely different field, all of my gen ed courses are complete, and I should be done with both in 2 to 3 years. On to the meat of the question. I started my courses at the beginning of the summer with 2 easier classes to get back into the groove of school since it's been 7 years since I graduated college the first time. Got A+ and felt great. For the fall semester, I decided to double the classes so I could finish. Yeah, I know, immediately. Like, fuck, what are you doing? I decided to double the classes so I could finish earlier And my dad has said, as long as my work is done, I can study in the office. I took my first bio course and statistics last session and noticed that I was getting frustrated when I didn't get A pluses on my assignments and exams. It started off as a joke with my girlfriend and sister, like, man, I got a 96 on my first exam, missed a stupid question, might as well drop out. But then I noticed I actually was upset that I didn't get 100. This continued on for every exam. I'd get an A or A minus, but would be annoyed it wasn't higher. I know I haven't been in school for years. I haven't taken a biology course in like 13 years, but I was still putting a lot of pressure on myself. I just felt that I had to have an A plus when I finished the course. Growing up, my mom always questioned B's and A's when I got them. If I got an A minus and everyone else in the class got C's or lower, I would explain that I got the best grade in the class, which was always followed up with, I don't care what everyone else got. I care about your grade. If I got a 96, it was always followed up with, why isn't it a 98 or 100?
Damn.
If it's not just school, or it's not just in school either, the gym I go to is a part spin class, and everyone's target ranges are on screens at the front of the class. I'm always top 3 or 4 by a good margin, but I honestly feel a little discouraged if I'm not the very top. I used to do woodworking in my spare time, but once I got good enough that I was better than my dad or our best employees, I just kind of lost interest. I like to bake, but I'm always so critical of the end result. Everyone says the cookies I make are good, but I just feel they're fine. I stopped playing tennis in high school because I lost interest when I didn't make the starting 7. I didn't even attempt to try out for basketball in high school because I knew I would most likely not be a starter. I did end up completing my Bio 1 and Stats classes with 99% and am very proud of that because I did work hard for it. But how do I get better about being okay with just being good or average? I don't need to have the best grade in the class. I don't need to be best at the gym. I go to the gym to stay fit and healthy, and yes, challenging myself and pushing myself is great, but I'm worried I'm doing it too much. I should be able to get an A on an exam and be very happy with that and not be disappointed the rest of the night that it wasn't higher. Hell, I should be happy if I get a B considering I'm working kind of full time and back in school as a 32-year-old. I know intuitively and logically that I should be proud of myself and happy with the results of my hobbies and schoolwork, but I just struggle sometimes. My girlfriend has been calling me out whenever I start to get too critical, and she's been helping me be content with how I am. Any advice is much appreciated. P.S. Girlfriend is doing well now. She believes that she has the right medications dialed in, and she might get to spend a day every couple of months sick, but it's much better now that they actually have a diagnosis and they can treat her problem. Sincerely, did my mom fuck me up? Adam.
Yes. All right.
Next question. Moving on.
You know the answer.
Yikes. Yeah.
Golly.
If you have to ask, probably.
Is it sad that, like, as someone who's almost 40,
Enjoy
I
your
feel
youth,
like,
child.
get ready for a lot more disappointment as you're like, oh, the best. Like, eventually there's the decline, like, as you age. So part of me is like, I'm glad you're asking this question
Dealing with
because
this.
this is going to be something over the next decade plus that is going to be more challenging.
Yeah.
Like, not being the best version of yourself, basically,
Yeah.
because you just
thing-
can't.
The thing I'm worried about too, when that happens, because
If it happens.
no. Whitney is right. I mean, when we're talking like spin
Yeah.
class,
Believe women, Jacob.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Shut up, Whitney. This is about
Yeah,
you.
when you're talking about spin
Okay.
class, you're going to reach a point where things are just going to start to go down.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah, I remember having not played hockey in 10 years and then getting back into playing hockey in my late 30s and realizing that, like, oh, you know, I can't keep up with these fucking kids.
Your body just doesn't do what it.
Yeah.
Your brain's telling it,
I mean-
like, just run or just I
there's
guess
a
hockey's different.
21-year-old, 22-year-old out there, and they've got this little puppy energy that they just don't fucking get tired. They go 100% and not get tired. And like I can put up a good fight. I can do some things that they can't do,
Sure.
but when it comes to that, I can't compete, and it is very frustrating. So the thing that I worry about for you, Ryder, or Adam, I should say, is that I think I don't want you to give up on things that you enjoy just because you can't be the best at them. Right? Like if tennis was something that you actually enjoyed, but you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to be in the top 7, so I'm not going to do it. Or, whatever the thing is, like you're going to have to at some point find something that you can still value out of that.
Right.
So that you can still continue to do the hobby and just be happy and accept where you're at.
I think the hard part is that it takes some of the joy out of it for you when you're
Oh,
not
for sure.
right. It's like
Right.
not very. We enjoy things that we're good at
Yes,
as humans, and
right.
so when you're, I think what you're saying, Nick, is like, well, when your bar of being good is 100% or like 98 to 100%, and not 80%, and I still enjoyed that.
Right.
Then you're starting to enter into problematic areas of like
This is interesting, I think, on both sides of it. And actually, Nick, I want to put a pin in a question I have for you, because the way that you hobby is very different than the way other people hobby, in my experience with you.
Okay.
I wouldn't go so far as to say you're perfectionistic about it in a pathological way. I don't think that you suffer because of the hobby and feel unhappy with the hobby.
Other people suffer because of my hobbies.
Exactly.
yes.
So
That
this is where
true.
it was not, perfectionist, but it is much further than other people. Like I feel like a lot of other people are like, I'm just going to carve this pumpkin, and you're like, I am going to learn how to carefully craft it, the fucking clown monster.
I need
Pennywise.
4 pumpkins to practice
or
on.
like,
before.
you'd be like, oh, I'm going to make a t-shirt for our show. And then you're like, I'm going to master Photoshop and design from scratch me dunking on Jim and my balls in his mouth. And it's like,
Well, that
was a lot.
requires
Like, I don't know that was needed.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would have taken the time to do that picture.
It's not work if you enjoy yourself. But anyway,
It was
I
certainly
want to come
needed.
full circle to that in a second to kind of, go a little bit deeper on that with you. But as a parent, I've been in the wrong on this, and I can relate. I don't like how Adam's mother was, but I
Yeah.
think for me, it's a cautionary tale that I have to check in with to remember, like, hey, man, this is the kind of shit that can happen if you're too tough on the kid. And like with my kids, like, I'm very blessed. They're both, just gifted kids. They're really smart, take after their mother, thank God. And like the expectations become really high because they're so capable. And like I can tell when they're dialing, like when they're grifting, like whenever they're just phoning it in, because I know that's beneath their capability. And so it doesn't have to do with how the other kids in the class did.
Yeah.
Some of this I relate to. It has to do with like, hey, you're capable of this. And they'll be like, well, aren't you happy that I got this lower grade? And sometimes it's tough because we'll have these big conversations where I'm like, if I give the classic statement that I think we all heard, hopefully growing up, which is like, if this is your very best and you get a C, then that's acceptable. And not more than that, I'm proud of you. Like if you did your very best, you left it all in the field and you came home with a C because this is not your subject or whatever. Not only are you not in trouble, I am so proud of you. I'm thrilled. Can you tell me that this grade I'm seeing, this A- or this B+, is your very best? And, that's a tough conversation where they're like, all right, no, it's not. I cut corners. And it's like, okay. But then there's also this
Slap.
Yeah, exactly. Backhand to the
And then
face.
you get an open-handed
Right.
slap,
Yeah, 1 or 2.
as is tradition.
A mic check. But like as a parent, I have to check in on that, right? Because like that may not be correct to put that much pressure on them and be like, you have to do your very best. It's like,
Always.
should they?
Yeah.
Or should they do an efficient amount
Yeah.
to accomplish what needs to be accomplished?
Right.
Because like an A and an A+ may carry the same exact GPA or whatever. And it's like at some point, there's this energy of like, I don't need to accomplish this more. I've done what I came to do. I'm going to pass and I'm going to pass well. And like, it's done.
Yeah.
And I got a perfect score on the AP test, Dad. Who gives a shit that I got an A- in the actual class? And it's like, well, I do, because you could have gotten an A, or whatever. You got a B+, you could have gotten an A-. It's like, dude, I got college credit. Like I did what I showed up to do. And so like, I guess I just want to relate to this, Adam, like from the other side and like take this as advisement to me that like I could be creating those kinds of neurotic, thinkings in my children. And, could be, probably am.
Hard to know.
It's definitely a check-in, kind of thing where you kind of look at that and go, fuck, like, and it's tough because, and I like this spirit that you have, Adam, that you're a competitive person, that you want to do things extremely well. I think those are wonderful traits, But it also seems to cause you quite a bit of suffering to the point where you can't enjoy those things and you don't feel a sense of accomplishment and you can't relax and appreciate your victories because you always think of what more victory you could have. That seems dangerous. So I guess I just want to reflect on the fact that like I feel chastened by this letter a little bit and that I think it's really important to think about this kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think doing your best when I've like worked with clients or friends who struggle with this kind of mentality, it's my go-to is usually it's a lot of self-talk, but it's a lot of setting that expectation appropriately to where we're able to gosh, I don't want to say right size because more than that. It's more like yeah, kind of like the self-talk. This is okay. Or what's that saying? Like, don't let
perfection be the enemy of
progress.
Good or progress. I'm like good or yeah. Or yeah. Like I think that going into, I know we kind of just touched on this on a different, letter a moment ago, but going into an activity almost sort of verbally like talking through this to yourself. So you're going to do a paint class like Jim won't do before he turns 40.
Oh, that's right. I can just do that. That's easy.
Mm-hmm. You go in and that is a tough one. I noticed like with high competitiveness, with fear of like fucking up, going into like art.
Oh, paint fucking drives me crazy.
It's the worst.
I'm so scared. And I just watch other people just like, oh, let's just go for it. Let's like grab a color and they go. And I'm so scared to make the first mark because you can't undo it. Like, what if I fuck this up? Okay,
this is like a side tangent, but one of the first times, maybe the first little painting I ever did, like, a fucking decade ago, it was paint these 3 wine glasses. So it's like a yellow background and then there's like a tall champagne flute.
Yeah.
Like a white wine and a red wine. So that was it. I'm not kidding you. A girl that we went with, there was like 4 of us. I hadn't met her before. So my first time meeting her, I knew we had a mutual friend. And by the time we were done, I was like, oh, how's y'all's looking? This bitch had a hand cupping a glass of wine that was pouring the wine out. Like she just created her own fucking thing. She's like, yeah, isn't this like fun? And I was like, with my like stick figure wine glasses. I was like, okay, yeah, you did great.
Yours are just
She's like,
black
I'm just doing what I want to.
on white
like,
canvas.
I know. I was like,
splatterings of yellow behind.
There's some yellow. It's like a little janky, like off-centered wine glass. Like
that's the worst.
Oh my gosh. I was like, wow, your mind just works so differently than mine does. But that's just a funny story. But my basically sister-in-law, it's funny, she's an artist through and through, and my brother-in-law is like, we did an art project together when they were visiting us in Vegas, and he was so stuck. He's like, I hate art, I hate doing this. And I'm like, you just hate it because you don't want to be bad at it.
Yeah.
But art isn't bad. And like,
all we're going to do is roll our naked bodies in paint and then roll around on this giant canvas.
Well, there's a lot of body shaming. No, we can't.
I'm just going to sit behind you and we're going to mold this pot together.
Know.
We're just together.
So yeah, you're like looking at this object, like I want to paint this object good. But you're like, no, this can be abstract.
It's not the same movie.
No, I think it's Dirty Dancing, right?
That's Dirty Dancing.
Or you think you have ghosts?
As soon as you hit the first note, I was like, nope, that's Dirty Dancing.
Other Patrick movie.
I never felt this ghost before.
What if I think it's fine.
Whoopi Goldberg.
What if he was a ghost in that movie, though?
He was a ghost in that.
Oh, shit. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
6th Sense.
Ooh. It turns out that it's all the same movie.
They're all Roadhouse. It's part of it.
I mean, kind of every action movie is Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's right. And they're all the same.
But I feel like art is a wonderful thing to really stretch that muscle of trying something.
Right.
And
imperfectly.
Like, so yeah, I don't know. A tiny part of me is like, start somewhere that you're, I don't know if actually you're good at art or not, but most people who are in that perfectionist realm do not do well with art. So
and
like,
to tie it back into Jim's thing that you wanted to come back to, that's exactly why that happens.
Okay.
Right. Like why, if we're creating a t-shirt, why I then learn how to use Adobe Illustrator.
Right.
Because I don't want to fuck up this t-shirt.
Right.
I want this t-shirt to be something really good.
Yeah, PodTherapyPaintShop.com.
So they won't think Nick is bad at being a t-shirt maker.
It's not even about that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is because I don't feel like it's about like this represents my work.
No, but you're
So
doing
much as
something
is, like-
for that other people are going to take part in. They're going
Yeah.
to,
Yeah, that's true.
what are you purchase it? You'll wear it around, presumably. Like you want it to be as good as you can make it.
Yeah, I want it to be of the quality that they could get at any other T-shirt place.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah.
I want it to be on par with what
Yeah.
you would
But
expect.
you do this with everything, though. Like
Yeah.
music, you'll do this with music, where like you'll get really deep into like actually the intricacies of things, and like you'll learn multiple instruments, and like it's a lot. Like you'll just
Yeah.
you go deeper. And I
Yeah.
just assume it's autism. I mean, I never really thought much more than that.
Could be.
I literally was going to say that about my brother-in-law. I was like, I think he might be on the spectrum, but that's fine.
Just a little bit of the tism.
Just tism.
Nick Tism Tangent, as they called him
Yeah.
back in the day. You don't do it in a perfectionistic way, but no, I mean it's a thorough way. I would say you're
Yeah.
very thorough. You don't, and I'm sure there's many things you take a passing interest in that you're not really, you don't go deeper into. But a lot of things
Yeah.
that I see you pick up as hobbies, you'll go pretty far into it. Like you play a video game that you've never played the video game because you were still like reading the goddamn user's manual for like a month.
I did finally play that game.
He almost played that
But
video
then
game.
that was Madden. And so I finally played a whole season. But then after that, then I got really into contract negotiation because then I wanted to like I had these
You were doing
players.
like the season.
Yeah, I
thing.
was doing
Yeah.
a franchise thing. Yeah,
You became more of a GM.
Yeah.
He's doing
Yeah.
trades.
It's really
Yeah.
more about the GM role than the coach role.
Oh, the trade
Honestly,
deadline's coming
it's
up.
Like I'll get through the season just to get to the off season.
Have you seen Draft Day with Kevin Costner?
No.
Oh, bro,
I
you would
should-
love that movie.
Oh, I probably
yeah,
would. love
that's worth a watch. It's not.
that. Oh.
I mean, I guess I've never seen the movie, but I've seen the clip at the end of the movie
Oh
where
my
it's like the
gosh.
big
He almost watched that
climax.
movie.
So I
He
can't
looked
watch it
up.
now because I've seen the finale. Like I know how it ends, and
Just
very
like he
exciting.
Everyone
almost
dies.
completed his 40 before 40.
Yeah. See, I do not struggle with perfectionism at all. I think
No, no,
I think
no.
that I am the cure.
Self-sabotage.
We can see your
Oh
mustache.
fuck!
Oh, yeah. One of them was like, shave your face. Like, you
Nope.
could do that.
Yeah, I'm over it. I don't care about that. anymore.
We can do that on the air right now.
Let
You
Jacob
wanna
get
just
a
do it?
razor.
We could do it against your will.
Yeah, we'll hold you down. Jacob, get the roofie.
Jacob's reaching for a giant knife. You're not even going to use. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, there you go. He's even got
Wow.
a switch. Oh, gee. This is why
He's
there needs to be
gonna
video.
shave you with
we need
that.
video. He
Yeah.
just pulls out a fucking butterfly knife.
This is not a butterfly.
That is not,
This
no.
is a an out the front knife?
I think it's a switchblade. Is that called a switch?
No, that's
Switchblade
I've got another one of those.
flips up. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, writer, I guess, I mean, on one hand, I think that this is an admirable quality. You seem like somebody who is thorough about things. Some of this, I think, is adjacent to like that feeling that we see sometimes in therapy, where if I don't do it well, it invalidates this being done at all. So like if somebody's going to go back to school or something like that, it's like I have to crush this to validate me doing this. Like I need my spouse to root for me. I need my parents to validate
Right.
this. I need everybody to see me as a future biologist. So I need to fucking crush this. That way
Yeah.
everybody believes this is not a joke, right?
Yeah.
Or like with
I don't
basketball.
even know if it's so much. I don't know, because like I can relate to some of this, but I don't think it's so much about other people.
Okay, yeah.
Like for
It's
me,
more
it wouldn't even
internally.
be like if other people never saw the work.
Okay, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's just like I know I can do better,
Right.
And so I need to do better.
Yeah.
What if
If no one else ever saw Nick's shirt designs,
Yeah,
it would be a bigger waste of time than it has been.
I've created a lot of t-shirts.
I was about to say
that
there's
have never gone onto
100%
the
a whole
store.
file that nobody's ever seen.
Yeah.
What if it's not that you can do better? Like using the cycling example that the writer or Adam said, what if that's just you cycled your little heart out and you still got 4th or 5th or whatever
Oh.
in the class? Like,
I remember one time at the gym, I was on an elliptical machine. This is stupid, but I promise it ties back in. I was on an elliptical machine, and it had a thing on there. It was I'm running. It's one of those elliptical machines where you can like run on it
Oh, okay.
without saving your knees and whatever.
It's like a
And,
Stairmaster.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but without the up and down. It's just back and forth, whatever. And so I'm on this thing, working out on it, and then at the end of my workout, I notice a thing in the menu where you can do like a fitness test,
Oh.
and it will grade you A through F
oh, no.
on your fitness.
Rank.
Dick in your ass. I don't
Ability.
Yeah,
know.
there it is. That's usually it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I've done a full workout today. I am pretty tired, but let's see what this is. And it turns out it takes like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And
a whole nother
is-
workout.
And it really was.
Yeah.
It was ill advised.
Yeah.
Jacob's like, why
especially
did
at
I
the end of the day.
Yeah. Last
But
go.
I'm like doing it. I'm running. I'm like, I'm gonna put it all. I'm gonna really do this and see how it comes out. And so I'm like on this thing running as hard as I can run for the 15 minutes or whatever it is. And at the end of it, it pops up and says, and at the end of it, by the way, I was like, I fucking rocked that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Like
Yeah.
I got through the whole thing. I'm running hard the whole way.
Right.
That felt really good. Like I just really accomplished this. That was great.
Didn't drop my cigarette once.
Nope. Pops up on the screen. You got a D.
Oh.
I was like,
The fuck?
Oh.
I guess it wasn't as good.
Nothing is worse than failing when you tried your absolute
And,
hardest.
and feel like you did good.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, imagine if you baked a pie.
Yeah.
And it came out of the oven. You were like, I baked the shit out of this pie. This is going to be an
This is
awesome
gonna be
pie.
me. This is gonna
And
be
then
me.
You cut into it
Yeah.
and 8 people die.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, that was a
Serious.
terrible pie.
Yeah.
It's your wedding night in Indianapolis, and
Right.
you just give it all you've got. All right, you're throwing your hips into this.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just everything in the book.
And
then
32
afterwards, she's
seconds
like,
later.
meh. That
Wow.
was nice. It was a good first go.
Yeah.
And you're like, that was everything I had.
Yeah,
That's all of it.
I feel like that's where it gets challenging. It's like, okay, maybe you're like, oh, I could have done better. I could have studied Photoshop longer if you're
Yeah.
Nick or whatever. But
No, it's tough when you're like, no, I couldn't have done better.
right,
Right. That's
That
the
was
best
it.
I was capable
Like-
of.
That was 100% of what I can do, and it got me a C. It got me a D. It got me an F. Whatever.
So, for example, say someone was like learning to play guitar. And you're like, all right, I've been playing guitar since I was a teenager. And then, you know what? I'm like a young adult and here I am playing guitar and I'm like practicing and I learn a few more songs. And then you're like, oh my gosh, why haven't played guitar? I like can't play all these other songs. And so I'm just not going to play. And you're like,
Right.
well, what's the goal? Like, you want to be
Right.
the best guitar player? Like, where's the bar? You know what I mean? Something like that
yeah.
is super ambiguous where it's just like, I mean,
do
you could
agree
learn
with some
whatever.
of that though. Like I know I'm not going to make the starter basketball team, so I think I'm going to bow out on this one. Like I don't want to try if I'm going to be on the bench. Some of that just becomes an efficiency play
fine.
that I'm fine with.
Yeah,
Like,
fine.
If you don't want to
If I
spend
know
your
I
time
can't pass
doing
the
that,
class,
I
I'm
guess.
going to take the class. You know,
No, then
whatever.
you go join a rec league basketball team instead of joining the school team or something
Some
like
of
that.
that
because
does make
whatever.
sense. So I don't necessarily think all of this is wrong, but
No.
I mean, it is interesting that the writer is at this place where it's like a 99%. But then part of me kind of does understand that because
Well-
it's like, God damn it! Like, I mean, what did I miss? One question and
Right.
like one fucking assignment.
Yeah.
Like so
Oh, misspelled
close.
my
Well,
name.
it's the same
Yeah.
thing. Like the other day, this is probably about a month ago, but I had a really good round of golf,
Oh, here we go.
and
Man, we almost
shot
got through the whole show.
a
Hey,
75.
you brought up golf earlier.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So like a C.
Okay.
No,
No,
This is-
that's A plus.
75 out of 100.
I was
Yeah.
I was three over par on the day.
Or is that an A? Is that an A or A plus? A plus
That's
like
an A plus
60?
for me.
Okay.
That is an
Well,
A
yeah,
plus
for you, A
plus
plus
for me.
plus, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Tiger used to be under par all
That-
the time.
Yeah,
and he's
Tiger's pretty
Tiger.
good at
Phil Mickelson, he's almost always under par.
Yeah.
You were over par, you said, huh?
That's
Okay,
over.
okay.
Over. It's
I mean, I guess that's
par
good for
is
some
the
people.
par
All
is
I-
the goal, isn't it?
All I
Jacob?
know is I'm
par-
the best in this room. That's
Oh,
really
okay.
what I've been.
Wow,
will
that's the
drive
standard.
That point
That's
home.
what we're okay.
But,
Got it.
No, but like in a way, that was kind of like the worst thing that could have happened to me.
Now you
to be
know you
that
can.
close?
Because because
You're gonna be
now
chasing
I
it.
know. Yeah,
Had a good
now
day.
I know what I'm capable of.
Isn't that the problem with golf? It's like
Yes.
like slots.
That's the problem with
ruins
everything.
you.
Yeah.
It's the near
Yeah,
miss
that's
You try to
right.
problem.
do things, and sometimes you do them well.
And then you're like, fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the problem with doing things.
Yeah.
Don't do
Like
things,
sex.
people.
I think that's the answer.
I'm like sex if you do it wrong. Then
Sure.
Why I keep doing
Yeah, but you can do it wrong and still enjoy it.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I'm sorry. If I do it right the one time, then it's
right.
like, can't. I'll never
doesn't really
achieve that
matter.
again. So
Well,
why
now
bother?
she's expecting this every time.
Jesus.
Those
Sex is a race.
expectations
The
low.
first one to finish wins. All right. That's all this
No,
is.
she's-
I had a great time. You need to work
A
on
good
things.
time was had by all the people that I've spoken to, which is me.
Yeah,
No,
I think
Ryder,
I
that's
basically
really
just think
relatable.
adjusting expectations and really, really, really working at that, because it took a long time of your mom telling you all throughout any grade you ever got for 12 years or whatever that you're in school, telling you that. I don't know. Does she still tell you that?
Yeah.
Is there a part of you, Ryder, though, that doesn't want to change this?
Okay. That enjoys the fact that you're like
Makes you special.
vigorous for this and you try your best. Yeah.
Because there's a part of me, too, that, like, if I could change that quality about myself, would I change it? And I don't think I would.
Right.
No, I think one of y'all said this earlier, where it's like, wow, it's actually in a lot of ways, there's a good outcome from it. Like, you make really good grades, you're a hard worker, you're fit, you're healthy. Like, there are positive outcomes from this thing that feels maybe like tormenting sometimes. But I think it's good to see both sides of that. I feel like mental health nowadays turns it, for younger people that I meet with, it's like, I can't have this mental health struggle. Like, let me get rid of it. And sometimes I'm like, okay, we can maybe like cope, but not all of us have mental health shit. Like, we don't have to get rid of everything. We can like manage it or make it.
You're onto a really good point.
Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but
I'm seeing in popular media there's this overcorrection that anything that is at all uncomfortable for your mental health, abandon it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, you got this
I'm
class and like,
anxious.
you know what, you thought you needed to do better and you didn't do that good. Quit the class. You know, like, you shouldn't live with that suffering. And it's like, no, sometimes you're supposed to feel the discomfort of failure. It's supposed to bother you and it causes you to excel. You missed an expectation.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people like, I'm going to quit this job because my boss wants me to do things, you know, or like, it's unreasonable that everybody, you know, it's like, there's an interesting counterbalance between like an unreasonable expectation that's becoming pathologically bad for you and toxic versus like a reality that you must face.
Yeah.
And if you want to become a scientist or a doctor or whatever that, you know, this writer's working on, excellence is going to help.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. And so the fact that you have like a really high standard and you want better for yourself, that is probably a good thing. I think Nick brings up a good point.
Yeah.
Would you cure this if you could? You know?
It's a good question.
Or do we just want to be able to bake a pie and be happy with our pie? Like,
I'm going to bring my pie in. My first ever baked pie. I got some recipes on Discord.
really proud of you, man.
I'm gonna sit on it.
There it is.
Shit.
Okay.
Film it.
Before or after,
$1 billion.
before
Look
after
at all
you
of us.
taste
You go, I'm
it.
just really proud of us all that none of us took that. Like,
Before or after you taste it.
the obvious move was there, and just we're better than that.
I'm not putting that pie in my mouth.
There it is. There it is. Oh,
You're putting
man.
the pie in your mouth.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back,
Putting the
we
pie
are
in your
wrapping
mouth.
up the
I'm from the
show. You are listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's
sweet
episode
Whitney
is
pie and
brought
a
to you
shut my
by Robert Brownie Jr. Vance, Kayla Lansbury, Kevin Chamberlain, Ben Stanley, Adam Hathaway, Dan Martin, Lib, Hey Yo, Andrew Langley, Chad Meg, and Inga LaPrince. And if you would like to sponsor the show, become a therapy producer at patreon.com/therapy.
It is a perfect tie, right? We
It
are,
is.
It's
It is
neck
a
and
three-way
neck
tie.
and neck.
So we're not
It is a
going to go
menage
any
tie.
further.
Oh, shit. Is that?
Which they wear red at their weddings.
That's what I've heard. For purity.
Red ties?
And or luck. I don't know. And a fish in their boot, as has been said by many a scholar. Do you have more questions? We have a tiebreaker?
Yeah, but okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to finish this. I
right.
can't just leave like this.
Should we just do one question?
Yeah.
I think one
Okay,
question
one
each,
question,
no
here we go.
options.
And no
okay.
pass. No
All right.
pass.
One,
It's
it's Jim's
up or
question.
down.
He gets it right or not.
Oh,
then
we're
Whitney
going
does her
blind?
question, then I'll do my question.
Son
Okay.
of a bitch.
Yeah. But
In
no,
which-
but no options.
In which country do newlyweds traditionally plant a tree together to symbolize growing love and a strong future?
There's so many countries.
There
That's
are.
not fair. That's a lot.
It's still technically a multiple choice question.
But I feel like you know that I need options because I
Yeah.
can't name a lot of countries.
That's why he
I
did
know
this.
like 4. Are we okay with me having options on this?
No.
God damn it.
None of us get
A
options.
country in which people plant
Also,
a tree.
you're as likely to get it as Whitney and I
Yeah,
are.
but
All right.
I don't know the answer.
All right.
I have a guess.
country that people plant a tree. It ain't going to be Nevada because we don't have
I was like, United States.
Also not a country.
We don't like
All right.
trees.
Give
Nevada definitely doesn't
me Mexico.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
No.
Okay,
It's
Jim,
really,
you know
it's
what?
really Mexico?
It's Mexico.
Jim just wins. Okay. I don't even want to go after that. We just need to end there.
Yes!
Wow.
Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking with me?
No, it's not Mexico.
I'm like, we're stopping then.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Actually, it is Mexico.
Is it really?
No.
No.
No, but it seriously is, though.
No, I can't do this.
Jimmy's fucking with you. It really is.
I can't fucking do it.
It is Mexico.
Is it really?
Yes.
2 points for you. Good job.
Holy shit.
Oh, goddamn.
Yes. Oh.
All right.
Nick, is it really Mexico?
No.
Ah,
No, it is Mexico, though.
I can't live like this anymore.
You're taking the joy away, and I love it. Just chipping away.
I don't know what to
slowly.
believe.
It's
All right, moving on. Whitney.
So
it.
do I have and Jim doesn't know
do
if
I
he has
have
points
2
or not.
points?
You'll never know.
Is the current
Jim.
score at 2? Do I have 2 points?
Yes, you have
Unclear.
2 points.
Okay, that's all I care about. I don't care if I was right or wrong. I want those points. Wait, do I have 2 additional points?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm at 4.
Does he have 2 points as a result of saying the word Mexico?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Oh my god, I can't believe
Wow.
I
All
got
right.
He's just
Whitney.
fucking with you. You don't.
that. Shut up.
In Scotland, what messy pre-wedding ritual involves covering the bride and groom in a substance like flour, feathers, or fish guts?
Prima nocta.
There it is.
It's called the blankening.
The blackening.
I was like tar and feathers. No. What was involved in? What did they put on him? Can you repeat that?
Substances like
Substances
flour,
like flour.
feathers, or fish guts.
Ugh.
The blanketing,
damn.
the covering, the
Quickening?
showering,
Highlander was
The quickening.
the showering. I'm gonna go with showering.
No.
Okay.
But Jim was actually right. It's the blackening.
Oh my god, dude, what is happening?
Was he really right?
We need to go fucking
He really
gamble. It isn't. It is.
Yes,
It's called the blackening.
it is.
Dude, what the fuck? What is
This
going on?
is like you should have played the lottery. You're
Bro, we
wasting
need
all
to
your
fucking
luck.
go to the state line right now. Like, I need lotto tickets.
It's not.
I am the chosen one.
There's no lottery in
not.
Nevada.
Oh.
It is.
No. I can't live like this.
This is the best
all right, here
game.
we go.
I love
But what
it.
is the real answer?
Jacob,
You'll
the
never know.
blackening.
No way.
He's just fucking with you. It's not.
Dude, what the fuck?
All right, Jacob. In traditional Jewish weddings, what does the groom do at the end of the ceremony to symbolize the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem?
And how many points do I get if I get this right?
2.
2.
Only 2?
Yeah. You don't deserve the 2.
Yes, it is only 2.
Easy as fuck question.
They smear black tar and feathers
And
all over the bride
and fish guts.
and fish guts. And then fucks the mother-in-law.
That's what I remember. That's as is Jewish tradition.
as is tradition.
Is this about Israel?
as it is laid out in the Torah.
The Torah.
the Torah. As I
first-
learned in Hebrews.
They stomp on the glass. They step on the glass and break the
Wow.
glass.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now we got to have a showdown.
Now
We
there's a
gotta tie.
two-way tie.
Yeah.
Well, technically, you got
Yeah,
4. 'cause
you got my
Whitney's.
points.
I get Whitney's points?
No, he does not get
You know what? I
points.
like that answer.
All right.
Let's take it. I think I could start with that. Unless you really do want to ask us a tiebreaker question.
In traditional Filipino weddings,
We'll buzz in.
Is this a buzz? Okay.
Yeah.
what symbolic item is often placed around the couple's shoulders to represent their bond?
Buzz.
Yes.
I don't know what they would call it in that country, but basically a lei.
All right. I'll jump in.
flower
with,
necklace.
Yeah, flower necklace.
Some kind of ribbon.
Let's see, some kind of ribbon.
Why you're going with some kind of lay? You know, you're going with flower. I'll give you the
That has to be
flowers.
flowers.
All right, I'll give you the
That has to be
flowers
flowers.
domain. I want the fabric domain.
You want anything else?
I feel I'm entitled to it.
I guess Whitney gets chained.
Yeah.
She gets all metallurgy.
Metals.
Did I get the red dress
She
for
gets
the
minerals
Indian
and
wedding?
metals. I get fabric. He gets flowers.
Do you have a guess, Whitney?
Oh, I
Oh,
get
but
a
it's probably
guess?
gonna be like some animal entrails, dude.
I thought I was out of this.
It probably is. It's probably gonna be a fucking squid.
It's
Or some-
haggis. It's just
It's just haggis.
I was
In
gonna
the
guess
Philippines,
haggis for the
the
other one.
traditional Philippine wedding.
Seashells.
Okay.
Oh, that's solid though. That
puka
was,
shell necklace.
that was a good guess.
Jim's probably closest.
What is
Okay.
it?
Oh,
A
shit.
cord or lasso.
I believe Jim is.
Ooh, that
correct.
sounds
It's
kinky.
not metal.
I
it's
took
not
all
animal, and
fabrics.
it's not flour.
Fuck all of you. I am the winner, as I deserve to be. As we wrap up the show, we want to remind you can sign up at patreon.com/therapy and get our extended show ad-free a day earlier, as well as enjoy our live chat Discord community and our weekly or sporadic deep dives, interviews, skill shares, research roundups, and rants. In the last month, we've got a episode that comes out about AI and the concept of like what it feels like to bond with the AI and then discover that it's not real. And so that we're kind of putting words to that and explaining that. So that's going to be an interesting installment. So check that out, patreon.com/therapy. And also a deep dive on the Supreme Court ruling having to do with conversion therapy across the nation and the ramifications of that, even as it's still under consideration. So check that out. We've got some new friends that have joined us at the Theraparty. Who has joined us at patreon.com/therapy, Nick?
We got a new Therapod. I'd like to welcome Sunrise.
Sunrise.
I love that
Show.
as soon as Sunrise joined, I believe she, went to the Discord, went to the new members area and introduced themselves. Went to the
Awesome.
member bio area and just wrote a
Yes.
whole nice introduction. Said, hi, everybody. Here's who I am. Been listening for this long.
Hell yeah.
And it was really great. So welcome, Sunrise.
I still haven't done that.
You should.
Who are
and we
you?
have a new Theraproducer.
Ooh.
Welcome to the boardroom, Amy Arwindmark.
Arwidmark. I like that. Let's go with that.
Welcome.
It could also be Amy.
I think
I
it's
thought
Aardvark.
Amy too. Is what
Yeah, I think it's
thought.
Amy Aardvark. That's how it should be pronounced.
I gotta look.
Fair
at
enough.
this.
Let's go with that.
Well, if we have
Welcome,
a
Amy.
McWaffle, we may as well
Fuck
have an
them.
Aardvark.
Yeah. Look, you don't get to pay money and get your name said right around here. People understand the brand. We'd like to thank the benevolent, revered, generous, and flagrantly pro-therapy diehards who love you all so much they give till it hurts our therapy partner, Pickett. And we want to thank our bosses, the mysterious and shrouded Illuminati members of the fan club, the Theraproducers. Thank you, Jake Schneider, Myra, Robert Brownie Jr. Mint, Smitty Scoop, Richard fucking Macy, Judy Schneider, Malia, Leon Kassab, Carolyn Albert, Kevin Chamberlain, Tess Miller, Dan Martin, Sammy Scoop, Slurpy Kaye, motherfucker, Ben Stanley, Slap in Your Face, Sarah Smith, Adam Hathaway, Byler T, Mike Helm, Oscar Swanrose, Paris, A Sunny Boy, Darren Cunningham, Lib, Sandra McWaffle, Team Monaco, Thunder Cougar, Falcon Scoop, Heyo, Hannah Marie, Andrew Langmead, Emma Tonka, and Pony Soprano, Alina, Cody DeLorean Guy, Brady Malachek, Chick Fellatio, Gabriel Adame, Sean Sutherland, Max the Ginger Scoop, Chad Mag, Adam Warren, Inkala Prince, Sam Cohn, Be Gay, Do Crimes, Ellie O'Dare, Blip Blop, and introducing Amy Aardvark.
And if you would like to hear this episode uncut and unedited,
And why wouldn't you?
and enjoy our spontaneous side projects, go to patreon.com/therapy. And thank you for supporting mental health.
That's all the time we got for this week's session. Want to thank our landlords, Jim and Nick's swingersclub.com. And thanks to those of you who contributed to our show today. We really appreciate it. Remember, pod therapy isn't something you should keep all to yourself. Share the episode with the world. Tag us on the socials when you do. It's at PodTherapyGuys on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter, /PodTherapy on Facebook and Blue Sky. And don't forget about all the extra goodies at patreon.com/therapy.
If you want to submit a question to the show, you can ask anonymously at podtherapy.net. Email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com.
Nice.
Sorry.
First day.
At
The
AOL.biz.
link in the episode
Hotmail.
description to be taken to our anonymous Google form. I'm Nick Tanchman.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Jim.
Thanks. We'll see you for your appointment next week.
What's our email address?
Oh my God. I'm good at all trivia, guys. It is disgusting.
Wild.
Goodbye, everybody.